Tonight it is. It doesn't get much better than Farragut and Bearden in a key region game here at Bill Young Field tonight on a gorgeous September night for Rivalry Thursday. Mark Packer along with Austin Price. And we did this game a year ago here. The place was packed. They expect it again tonight.
Yeah, they do, and it will be. It's a big football game. Farragut with a couple of losses early, they got to kind of rebound, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some big games ahead. Same thing for Bearden. They're beat up a little bit. They come into this game 2-2. None of their losses matter, though, in the grand scheme of things. They have that region championship right ahead of them if they win out. Big game for both.
All right, let's bring in Casey Funderburg on the sideline. Eric Kane. Eric, we'll start with you. We'll start with the quarterback battle tonight. Consistency is going to be the key.
Yeah, no doubt. Drew Parrott, it's been kind of a work in progress for Bearden, new starting quarterback, just trying to kind of let the game come to him, making the right reads. He understands what Bearden is trying to accomplish on offense. Wasn't always the case week 1 and week 2 earlier in the season when we saw him. He is on the right track, and with some of those injuries we mentioned, it's going to be key for him to play consistent and have a good ball game for Bearden for them to come out victorious here tonight.
You flip it to the other side, Casey, and the Farragut starting quarterback has shown flashes throughout the year, but again, looking for consistency, much like Drew Parrott.
Yeah, that's right. The last 3 seasons, he was actually the backup quarterback, so this is his first season where he's in control of everything. But Coach Courtney said they have a lot of confidence in him when he's in the pocket. He said he's really progressed in his game. He gets the ball out of his hands quickly, and he knows how to use the guys around him. And so far this season, he's thrown for over 800 yards and 9 touchdowns.
I think if you look, and I always look at touchdown to interception ratio of high school quarterbacks, Duncan's thrown 9 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Parrott's thrown 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions. So when you talk about consistency, you almost wonder if there's more pressure on Parrott tonight with the talent he's got around him to throw it to his guys.
There is a lot of pressure on Drew. And then when you factor in that a couple of those key pieces on the offensive side, whether it be offensive line or skill guys, are out, then it probably does put less pressure on Duncan, more pressure on Parrott in the football game.
Duncan's been an interesting story in the fact that against Dobbins, Bennett, and Powell, for 3.5 quarters, you were like, we're going to have to overcome the quarterback to win these games. They get to the last possession of the game, they give him the football, and all of a sudden he turns into Hendon Hooker. And he's completing last-second touchdowns in both of those wins. This Farragut team's 2-2. They could be 0-4 if not for that guy who turns it on in the last few seconds of the game. Big game tomorrow night. Hardin Valley and Maryville. One of our key stories tonight takes us over to the land of the Hawks.
That's right. He's not necessarily a starter, but he's a key cog from a leadership standpoint for the Hardin Valley Hawks, this week's FCA's Heart of a Champion. Here at Hardin Valley with Jude Hurst. Jude, what do you enjoy about the game of football? You just seem like you just love being out here. You just enjoy everything about it.
Yeah, yes, sir. I've loved football ever since, elementary school probably. I love growing up watching it with my dad. I really started playing about 5th grade, took it seriously around middle school. The main thing that I love about it is the team aspect, and that it's a team sport. You know, that we all get to work together on the field, off the field. We get to be close with each other off the field, and that helps build chemistry to be on the field with each other. I love how we build relationships with each other. We get to work hard together and do it together, win together, because it's not an individual sport. It's not a one-person sport. It's a team sport.
From a leadership standpoint, what do you feel like you bring to the table?
I think I bring a very positive attitude. I'm not the type of person to give up at all. I've been through a decent bit of adversity over the past few years, having to move schools because of my mom's job. I had to get surgery, missed 2 years of football due to that, and just due to moving schools. And I just feel like since I don't give up, I can help my team not give up when things get hard, because that's what's happened with our program the past few years. Is there's not really been a leader. There's not been somebody that's going to step up and really take control, and that's what I'm really trying to do here.
Your faith, I know that's important to you. Why is that?
I don't really know who I'd be without it, honestly. I really don't. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to lead well without God, because He helps me with everything that I do. He gives me peace. He gives me patience. He helps me with everything that I do. And without Him, I could do nothing. So that's why I try to glorify Him and give Him all the credit, not take any credit to myself, because I mean, without him, I'm nothing. I've tried to do it by myself before in many different ways, not just football, and it's never worked out, but with God, it always does.
When you're in there at the quarterback, little southpaw, like, what do you feel like you bring to the table? It kind of seems like you're kind of just crafty, like, you make a play with your legs, you're a good athlete.
Yes, sir.
We can deliver the ball down the field. What do you feel like you do well?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can move in the pocket very well. My movements, I feel like they're quick enough. They're very quick. I feel like I can move around very well. I feel like I can deliver a good pass and follow through. And I feel like, especially when things get hard and when I get tired, I've been training with Coach Gorley, and he's been one of the main focus points of our trainings is not giving up and not breaking form when you're tired. So especially when it gets late in the game and we're all tired, I feel like that's when I'm all right, because I've been working to do that, not just to be good for quarters 1, 2, and 3, but for the fourth, for overtime, and just being able to push when things get hard.
All right, one of the key leaders here at Hardin Valley, Jude Hurst of the Hardin Valley Hawks.
Yes, sir.
And Hardin Valley's had a really nice start to the season. Good to see that program get some wins under its belt. Starting to get more of those kids out of the hallways. Jude Hurst, a key leader there for the Hawks.
Yeah, big crowd here tonight. That was the Bearden student section, the Farragut cheerleaders down on the sideline. Lots to get to tonight on the Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show. We'll have a lot of player spotlights when we come back.
Kane up like that.
Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned. Service perfect.
Nick, are you ready to hit the lake or what?
Dude, I would, but we've got so many great deals on new Fords. We've got to find every single one of them a new home for the summer.
I feel that. But what if we have a summer heat sale where we give thousands off new Fords?
Now we're talking. Our customers deserve to save big on new Fords this summer. Like a new F-150 with 0% financing and $1,000 cash back.
Or 2023 Explorers with $2,000 cash back and 0% financing. Only at both convenient Ted Russell Ford locations.
Or TedRussellFord.net.
Have you had pinhole leaks in your pipes yet? The water chemistry in Tennessee can attack your water pipes and cause pinhole leaks that can damage your home. Don't pay to replumb your pipes. Purify to protect your pipes with award-winning American-made Connecticut water systems. AquaClear water systems can give you peace of mind with proven technology that can purify your water and protect your pipes.
AquaClear will change your water. It'll change your life.
Why does picking a mattress gotta be so hard? I know, right? You haven't heard of Better Mattress? Who? Better Mattress? They make their own mattresses right here in Tennessee. They also can customize one just for you. 5 locations? Count me in. Better Mattress. Good night just got better.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh,
All right, welcome back to Bearden High School as the crowd is showing up fashionably late. I mean, we are West Knoxville. Nobody gets here early. The room on the sides there is for the band. There's the Farragut band, and the Bearden band will fill in. It'll be crowded by the time we get started. Trust me.
Yeah, it is every time.
Okay, let's head down to the sideline. I believe Casey K is down there. And Casey, you've got a really neat story, and this is from a team we had on just a few weeks ago.
Absolutely, Mark, and it's a team that's actually going to be our game of the week tomorrow. But over a decade ago, Powell cheerleaders traveled to a competition where they saw another squad with cheerleaders that had disabilities. Now from there, the PEP squad was born, and that allowed athletes with disabilities at Powell to stand side by side, one of the same with the Panthers cheerleaders.
Well,
sit there and we'll wait for that third quarter to come, and everybody will come up and, are you ready? Are we ready? And I'm ready to cheer tonight. So they're always so gung-ho and so excited to get out there and do what they love, and they feed off that energy from the student section, and it's really just a joy to be around.
Every third quarter inside the jungle, Powell shows there is no bounds to being a cheerleader.
It's an opportunity for those 12 minutes, that third quarter here at Powell, for those students to be more than just a face that gets passed in the hallways. Because I think a lot of times with our population of individuals with disabilities, they're looked at as a charity case, or, they're so cute, they've got disabilities. But that's not what this is. This is an opportunity for them to truly participate in an athletic event at a high school, amongst their peers where they go to school, and truly be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Cheering on the Panthers, the Peps are defined by their love of the sport, nothing else.
We'll go places around the community and they're like, I know your kids because they're a cheerleader for Powell.
When you bridge the gap between two groups that would otherwise be viewed as different, it's a pretty incredible outcome.
You have special needs kids and they're low verbal. A lot of times people don't know how to interact with them. And so having a common thing like cheerleading just opens a door, because the kids like to dance together, the kids like to cheer together, and it starts building a friendship. And from that, they can develop more relationships with kids and people in the community.
Powell's Pep Squad program has not only helped to close a social gap between those with and without disabilities, it's created a safer space for all students to learn and grow.
That's just a testament to the Powell community, the people here. They truly love these students. Our students here are supported and protected and loved more than anything I've ever seen. And I think that's really what makes it different.
It's a space that doesn't exist everywhere.
It feels special to me, and I feel happy when I get to be included, because not everybody else gets to.
But one that continues to make the Powell community better year after year.
I think the ultimate goal is just to continue to spread the spirit of inclusivity that's seen every Friday night here, and every girls basketball game that they cheer at as well. But really just to have that spirit seep in, not only through the walls of the school, but really into the hearts of the people that are here, to just make the world a more inclusive place.
You heard Lisa Sulak talk about the relationships that her kids have been able to build with being on the Pep Squad. Well, one of those friendships led to her son Andrew going to prom last spring with senior Powell cheerleader Hannah Simmons. Guys.
Yeah, that's great story, by the way, because it's beyond just the football kids out here.
No doubt.
Those are the stories right there. Casey, great job. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, guys.
Now
Next
week we have Anderson County traveling over to Clinton. That's a game that's 4 years in the making. Those two arch rivals have not played the last couple of cycles, but they will next week. This week's Gray Hodges Coach's Corner, Coach's Spotlight, and Coach of the Week is David Gillum.
How did I start coaching? Honestly, even as a middle school, high school football player, I knew football was going to be a part of my life, and I didn't know when football was going to end, but that was my dream one day, to be a football coach. And just so much time had went into football my whole life, and whether it be my dad or my coaches had used football as a platform to kind of help shape who I was. I really just never pictured my life without it. So I've really always been on course to do this.
Listen.
What motivates me to be the man I am, I don't want to get too emotional if I can keep from it, but at the end of the day, the Lord Jesus Christ is my motivation for who I am and what I am. And I was very blessed as a young man to have two-parent home, two godly parents that took me to church and raised me the right way and taught me about the Bible and how to treat people and esteem others better than myself. And my relationship with the Lord is constantly growing and trying to learn more about the Bible and what God expects from me, and my calling to serve Him in whatever aspect, whether I'm a football coach, a teacher, or if I was working in a factory, it's all meant for Him and His glory, and trying to influence others along the way and be the leader that I think He's called me to be, try and make a difference. What level of pride do I take in coaching here? I'm going to twist the words a little just to make sure I don't misstep it, but I'm going to say, instead of pride, thankful. Nobody could be more thankful to be where they're at than I am. Anderson County is a special place. I transferred in high school here, and this community took me in, and was really good to me. And I grew as a young man here and made some of my lifelong friends, and the Lord's allowed me to come back here and give back to this community. And being a Maverick's a big deal to me, and I've worn that Longhorn on my helmet for a long time, so I don't just treat it like the coach here. I've got a lot of skin and sweat and blood invested in that helmet myself, so it's pretty important to me.
Yeah, good stuff. We will see Anderson County next week at Clinton in a game that a lot of people are looking forward to. Both communities will come out for that one. Need to grab one of those hats, by the way, and put it on CB45 down on the sideline. Hey, let's welcome in Charlie Morgan of Gray Hodges. And, Charlie, we have talked about the new location for you, but I'm excited tonight because we've got photos to verify the new location, and I know you're proud of it.
Well, we've been there since 1949, but we've added the big complete restructured it.
Okay, well, so it's not a new location. I'm glad that you corrected me there. It's been there 74 years. Okay, but you've done a renovation, so we'll show the photos of it. Tell us what you've done and how proud you are of the renovation.
Well, right there, that's a live well right there. All those faucets, you've got body sprays, you got different kind of faucets, but they're all live.
So if you're standing in the showroom, you'll turn them on and spray people?
Well, you might want to get in there, but it's better to look at them.
Okay. We're going to go photo by photo, and they're telling me that's the only photo that we've got. So tell us where that location is.
That's at 103 Jessamine Street. It's going to be about a block and a half from the new baseball field.
Sounds good. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys. You've got $1,000 that's going to the visiting school tonight, which is Farragut High School. Thank you for your partnership and your support.
They've already got their money, and they've already ran away.
I'm sure they have, Charlie. By the way, I met your brother up here.
Good deal.
Yeah, he's up here. All right, Charlie. We'll see you next week over there in Anderson County and Clinton.
We'll be there.
Bring your body armor. Okay. All right. Speaking of going that direction, Austin takes us over to Oak Ridge, and this is a running back that we've already seen this year, a guy who's an absolute bruiser.
Here at Oak Ridge with the Javis Dozier. Big man, you are a load to tackle. Do you ever surprise yourself with some of the guys that you run over in games, whether it be D linemen, linebackers? I mean, and I don't think they like tackling you all game long.
Yeah, some D linemen, it just like, my initial thought was I really to truck somebody. I wish I'd be elusive and like try to preserve myself. But like things happen and like just me running with so much force and stuff like that, it just happens. It's not really like a thing that comes to my mind of me like hit somebody, but then when it happens, like it surprised me. But at the same time, I know I'm a good running back, so it's common.
Not surprisingly, with the last name Dozier, his nickname is Bulldozer. When was the first time someone called you that, and were you like, oh, I like that?
It was like back in, I was like in elementary school. I was probably AAU for the Buccaneers, and I think it was down in Atlanta.
Hey, shout out to the Buccaneers,
yeah.
Right?
It was down in Atlanta, and that's when that name popped up from my head coach.
Take me through your game. If fans haven't seen you play, what do you think they see when they watch you?
They see a very physical, a very north and south runner that can be elusive when it has to be, and that also can read the field good.
What's the one call when it comes in from the sidelines you're like, yep?
Any type of like power play, like me going like left or right up the hole, or me hitting like outside like on the edges. Some screens too. I'm running like a little screen. Like when I hit a screen, for instance, I know it's going to be at least a 50-yard, not 50-yard, but at least 20-yard play, at least every time.
Oak Ridge football. I've been doing stories there for years, and it's easy to talk about the tradition and the steps and all that. But how much do you boys actually really recognize just kind of all that goes into being an Oak Ridge Wildcat?
A lot. Coaches integrated to us every day and stuff like that, and then stepping into the locker rooms, there's always pictures, records, trophies hanging up everywhere of just showing you like the tradition that we built and stuff like that over the years.
When you're watching football and you're watching running backs, who are you trying to emulate your game after?
In the pro level?
Oh, pro college, whoever.
Recently, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a very elusive back, kind of like different. I don't know how to say it, like different from how I play. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to step my game up by being like different in aspects. We are all-purpose back. So me seeing him play, he's very fast, very elusive, can read the field good. He's physical, but he has really good balance. So when it comes to him, as far as a new back, I like looking at. But overall, I like looking at Ezekiel Elliott overall. Even when I was little, it's like back in elementary school, and see him go to the league first 3-4 years, even though now he's not like how he was, but at the same time, he's still like always been a good back for me.
Last year you had a really good year, but is 2023 the year of the bulldozer?
Oh, yes, sir. John Hunley, my man, he was here. We split carries, and I love that man. He's a good role model for running back, in my opinion. Off the field, on the field, in the books. So him leaving, hope he do his thing in college, but this year I feel like I'm going to be doing my thing for sure.
All right, he's expecting a big season here out here at Oak Ridge. Talking about this guy right here, the bulldozer of the Wildcats.
Love to see the bulldozer run Austin over. Who votes for that up here in the press box? Okay, the National Guard is ready to get going. We've got the national anthem when we come back here, just minutes away from Bearden and Farragut.
Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned. Service perfect.
I chose LMU because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
Nominate a family that you think is deserving of the Exterior Home Makeover, a gift from your friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Beautiful night for Farragut and Bearden, one of the great rivalries, not only in East Tennessee, but in Tennessee itself. It is time now for the Food City National Anthem, brought to you by the Bearden Band. It will take just a moment for them to make their way to midfield. Starts to feel like football season this time of year. Nice chill in the air tonight. A very important Region 2-6A game. Farragut already 0-1 in region play with the loss to Cleveland. Bearden 1-0 with the win over Hardin Valley. And the winner of tonight's game takes a big step towards a playoff spot this year. And we'll let you take it in. Spectacular night for football. ready for football. But before we sign off here, 30 seconds to go. Game of the night tomorrow night. We'll pick this one later on, Powell and Halls.
Yeah, it's a huge game. Powell got some momentum last week, that huge win over Clinton. Halls continues to roll undefeated on the year. That's a big one. The Battle of Emory Road. Feels like it's the 90s, man. It feels good to see both teams having a lot of success.
What a crowd last night. And speaking of feeling like it's the 90s, doesn't get much better than Bearden and Farragut. OEB Playoff Friday, by the way, in November every Friday night on WATE. Kickoff for this one when we come back.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks. Old friends and new friends. Special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together. So we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's. Real comfort. Real food. Real good.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I'm Dr. Mike Costa, Malone & Costa Dentistry. You can find us at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I'm standing here in front of a dental robot. We're one of 2 dentists in the state of Tennessee that utilize this cutting-edge technology. Do you have a broken tooth, a tooth that's in pain, or a denture that doesn't fit well? Maybe you're a little anxious? You can come in and we offer comprehensive sedation services and utilize this awesome technology to give you precise, accurate care. If you think this technology can help you, visit our website at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. I look forward to helping you.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Visit us at one of our 2 locations on Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Why does picking a mattress gotta be so hard? I know, right? You haven't heard of Better Mattress? Who? Better Mattress? They make their own mattresses right here in Tennessee. They also can customize one just for you. 5 locations? Count me in. Better Mattress. Good night just got better.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles. The following is a special sports presentation by Pac-Man Sports.
He sees orange top, touchdown. 4th down and short. Low, and they will fake the extra point. Trying to get to the outside, no. Williams has got speed. See ya. There's nothing there. Boom. And Dance will look to throw pressure from behind. Nailed at the 41. Now the calendar may tell you that the playoffs start in November, but that calendar would be wrong. Because for Bearden and Farragut, the playoffs start tonight. In Region 2-6A, this is a playoff game. The winner of tonight's game takes a huge step towards playing into November. The loser of tonight's game takes a huge step towards being free in November. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane, Austin Price. We'll get to Casey Funderburg here in a few minutes. We'll start with the quarterbacks, Austin, and the home quarterback, Drew Parrott.
Yeah, Drew Parrott, going to be the one that drives the bus tonight. How he plays, I think, will dictate how this game goes. You brought it up in the pregame show. 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions. That's got to be improved. He's just got to be a nice game manager tonight. Make some plays with his legs. If he does that, this is a Bearden team that offensively has a lot of people around him.
Look at the other side, a nice playmaker and athlete for Farragut, Landis DeVilla. I asked him how to pronounce his name. He said, I don't care what you call me. You can call me whatever you want. He is a baseball player.
Did he say DeVilla or did he say DeVilla?
He said DeVilla.
Okay, we'll go with DeVilla then.
Yeah, he's a former Virginia Tech baseball commit. Looking around a little bit, Tennessee has some interest in him for baseball, but on the football field, leads the receivers with 3 touchdowns, has a couple of interceptions as well. He is a playmaker on both sides of the ball for Farragut.
You know, one of the unusual situations, the home team here likes to be on the other side of the field, which is where Casey Funderburg is with Josh Jones.
Coach, big-time rivalry game tonight. What is it going to take for your team to pull out the win tonight?
Win the line of scrimmage, take care of the football on offense, and get off the field on 3rd down on defense and be the more physical football team.
To stop Farragut offensively, what does your defense need to do tonight?
It all starts up front. Got to win the battle up front, got to stop the run, and got to get the quarterback off his launch points.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much. Go Dogs.
Who's it? Kirby Smart down there? First quarter is brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check with OEB. Farragut won the toss. They have elected to defer. We have talked about the region standings, and you look no further than this right here. Cleveland, Bradley, and Bearden have gotten off to great starts in region play. Don't adjust your sets. Maryville, Hardin Valley, and Farragut 0-1. So for Farragut to start 0-2 would be a bad thing. Our weather forecast, here's the kickoff forecast, and it is brought to you by the 6 Storm Team and Exterior Home Solutions. 76 degrees, partly cloudy, and getting cooler tonight. Perfect night for football.
That's right. When Ken Weathers tells you the weather, you listen, buddy. There's not a greater name out there as far as meteorologists.
He was born to do that profession. Some people are born to do what they do. Perfect example.
Crowd still is arriving tonight. There are a couple of injuries, by the way, and we'll go ahead and talk about those on the Bearden side of things. That Jaheim Merriweather, running back, had an ankle injury against Hardin Valley a week ago. He is the 2nd leading rusher for Bearden. Jason Thompson is the leading rusher. He will be here tonight playing. But also Brody Smith, son of Lee Smith, longtime NFL tight end. The sophomore, 6'6", 260, is out, has a slight hairline fracture, and he will be out for a while.
Yeah, not only that, too, Kai Ironside on defense. That's a huge loss. Speaking, with some of the coaches before the games began. So some guys are out. Other guys will have to step up and play some consistent football. No turnovers, like you mentioned in pregame.
Torrey Buford is back deep for the Bulldogs, wearing number 2.
Beaufort. Mimi's not going to be happy.
Beaufort.
Is it Mimi? Who is it?
I think it's Meemaw.
Meemaw. Yeah. Meemaw's not going to be happy.
Beaufort. He did Beaufort, South Carolina, by the way. This is not an onside kick. Bulldogs going to get good field position as they'll return it up to the 34. And you understand why, because Beaufort has averaged 37 yards per kick return this year. So obviously they did not want him to get the football in his hands. It all starts with this kid, Drew Parrott. He is a junior.
Bearden takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah, and again, when he stays within himself, sets his feet, Drew's plenty capable. There's been a few times where he's had some, kind of down moments. Kid still carries himself, never too high, never too low, and I think that's a great mentality of a quarterback. Bearden will go as far as Drew Parrott leads them.
Already looking at the play clock. That's going to reset the play clock and get that thing started. A lot of interest, not only here in at Hardin Valley, at Maryville, over at Bradley, over at Cleveland. A lot of people watching this thing on YouTube as they'll go up the middle and get nothing. Set up the offensive line for you, and Brody Smith is obviously the big loss on the offensive line, but they've still got a lot of talent up there. Brody Smith listed he is a late scratch, so that's the reason he is on the starting lineup, but he is not playing tonight.
Got some veteran-heavy guys on the right side, Joe Scott, Ethan Chaplin as well. Sam Tumman's a guy to look out for, a wide receiver, one of the best skill players for here.
No gain on the play, 2nd down. They'll hand off left tackle to Jason Thompson, and he will go nowhere. And this Farragut front, there's one of the guys that we talked about who's going to be all over the field, and that is Landis Davila.
I believe it's Davila, yes. A really good athlete.
Wait, you believe?
You talked to the family.
I talked to him, and he said it. And then
you talked to him, and you still don't know.
But the coaches said that they say different things in the family as well.
What kind of reporting is going on around here?
And not good ones. He's an athlete, though. Really good athlete.
This is where Bearden doesn't want to be, in 3rd and long, and this is where exactly Farragut wants him.
3rd down and 11. They will bring pressure. Parrott rolls out, swings it out. And Thompson takes his eye off the football, and the Bulldogs will go 3 and out.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a tough play anyway. I mean, I know he looked wide open on the screen here, just a little overthrown. But there were some guys coming in a hurry on 3rd and long. Jack Alley putting pressure on the quarterback. He had the big first down stop, put him behind the sticks initially.
Yeah, you don't want to meet him in an alley.
Jeez, here we go. You saw Thompson's eyes, and his eyes were already looking upfield. Boy, look at this punt. High into the East Tennessee air. Fair catch at the 27-yard line. And that's where we'll get our first look at the quarterback. Listed at 6'3". There's no way Cam Duncan's only 6'3". You've stood next to him.
He's a big kid, man.
He looks about 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big kid. I don't know how exactly tall he is, but you're definitely looking up at him.
He's had a nice year, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Yet they still question whether they're getting what they need out of the quarterback position.
Yeah, I mean, look at the completion percentage, 57%. You'd like for that to be higher, but again, touchdown to turnover ratio has been good.
They're right up the middle. Set the offensive line for you. Eddie Courtney saying that his concern on up front is they just don't have the typical Farragut size that they're used to having.
Yeah, 225 and 230 at the tackles. Usually a little bit bigger up there, but some nice skill players around. Noah Gunter's a nice guy at tight end for a security blanket for your quarterback.
Call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. And they will throw. Duncan takes a shot across the middle. Behind the receiver.
Yeah, threw it a little late. Had he threw that one just a touch earlier. That's probably complete.
Yeah,
Bearden's going to lead with their defense, Mark.
Yeah, broken up on the backside by Chaston Smith, who you see there.
Who has gotten an offer from Tennessee.
Yeah. He is a sophomore.
Legit Power 5 prospect.
3rd down and 8. 3 receivers top of your screen.
3rd and long so far for both of these offenses in the opening series.
3 down linemen. Bearden will send a linebacker. And a screen pass played beautifully and going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Maybe a gain of 2 yards and a 4th down, and both teams go 3 and out on their first series.
The over-under for this game, I'd set it at 29.5. Like, I just, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game.
Both screens
Special teams going to be important.
Both screens as well on 3rd down, and again, Chaston Smith running the alleyway beautifully, making that tackle.
Special teams, I think, is important because I think a kick return could be a huge impact in this football game.
Deep is Beaufort. Good snap. And he may have an opportunity to return it. He will. Beaufort picks it up, and he's got a wall. Out to midfield. Nice return. A good field position. Breaking a break from Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions will make one family's dream come true.
Do you know a family in need of a new roof?
Maybe it's leaking or needs repaired.
Whatever the needs may be, Exterior Home Solutions is going to give one lucky family an Exterior Home makeover.
To nominate a family that you think is deserving, simply go to the website at exteriorhomesolutions.com/makeover and you can make your nomination there.
Exterior Home Solutions wants to give the gift of home to one lucky family.
Offense quickly out on the field. Our Exterior Home Solutions dance cheer spotlight. And for Bearden tonight, the cheer spotlight is on Maddie Akins, a senior from Bearden High School. Congratulations to her. No gain on the play, actually 2 yards on 1st down, as Bearden quickly got out on the ball. Just past midfield. Parrott this time will keep it. taken down from behind. Good-looking athlete.
Brings up third and manageable, Mark.
Caro on the stop.
Tackle by number 56, Neil Caro.
Gain of 5 on the play.
It's only third and manageable. You're at the 44-yard line. So if you don't get it all right here, a simple handoff can get the first down. Just don't go backwards this play.
I think they're punting if they don't get it here.
Third down and 3.5, inside handoff, and they will get the first down.
Don't have to worry about it.
Down to the 40. First down of the game for either team.
They may be at 4th and a half or a 4-yard. They might go for it, but if it had been still 4th and 3, I think they would punt it. Defense is too good to get fair, get good field position, especially when your punter just uncorked a beautiful one a minute ago.
Well, for that reason alone, that's why I'd go for it. Doesn't matter though, because I mean, if you punt one in the end zone, you're only gaining about 22 yards. But they got the first down.
Josh Jones, the head coach of the Bulldogs, done a nice job turning this program around. Parrott throws a swing pass. Everyone in the house knows it's going to Beaufort. Doesn't matter. Beaufort turns on the Jets down to the 25, and quicker than a hiccup, actually 24.
It looks like it's going to be a face mask.
16-yard gain, and check the flag.
It's a really good block. I know the flag is down the field where the play ended, but Grant Cross, number 25, great blocking on the perimeter to get that play going.
Personal foul, face mask, number 11, White. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Jerry Cowan, our referee tonight.
First down.
And watch Thompson as he gets to the outside. Look for the head to yank one direction, and there it is. Landon Collins gets his hand on the face mask. Inside handoff to Thompson down inside the 10. Gain of 5.
Yeah, Thompson just keeps his feet going right there. Yeah, David Broda that met him in the hole and was in good position. He bounces right off that tackle, spins around, picks up 2 more yards. It just keeps going.
This is where you watch Parrott to pull it too.
Second down and 5. They'll hand off to Thompson off right tackle. Powell falls forward down to the 3.
About third and a half yard, maybe a couple feet. Really close.
One thing you notice is which way is the pile falling, and
falling forward.
It's falling forward for sure.
And they've been running behind those 2 seniors on the right side.
Yeah, Big Joe Scott, 72, is a big boy, 6'5", 330.
Yeah. He's got some versatility too, can play some tackle.
Third down and 1 at the 3. They can get a first down. It won't matter. They'll get the touchdown. Touchdown Bearden as the Bulldogs strike first. That's Jason Thompson in for 6.
Jason Thompson carries for the Bearden touchdown.
A lot of people yelling up in the press box tonight.
I think it's a good run, way to finish off this drive, the series so far. Just super easy with the exclamation point right there on that touchdown run. Great punt return. Nice big play there by Beaufort getting down to the red zone, and then they punch it in.
Yeah, high percentage pass, plus the additional face mask and a couple 3 tough runs there.
Extra point is up. It is good. 7-0 as Bearden strikes first in this Key Region 2 6A game.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand cut in store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I keep Food City, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay in mind as your tailgating headquarters. Vols back at home this week after the disappointing loss to Florida over the weekend. 4 o'clock is the kickoff over at Neyland Stadium, so going to be a great day for tailgating. Get back up on the horse again and keep rolling again towards South Carolina, Texas A&M. Those teams right after UT San Antonio this weekend. 7-play, 51-yard drive. Took almost 3 minutes. Jason Thompson carrying it the last 3 yards for a 7-0 lead. Kickoff into the end zone, which gives us a chance to check in with KCK of WATE, a preview of tomorrow night's Friday Frenzy. Hey, Casey.
Hey, guys. Super excited for our game of the week tomorrow. We've got Powell at Halls. Now, not only are the Red Devils looking to hold up their end of the rivalry, little fun fact for you, the last time that Halls was able to top Powell with Matt Lowe at the helm was when Brent Hughes was a senior in high school. That's the head coach of the Red Devils. That was back in 2007. Now, some other games that we have for you: Science Hill at William Blount, Oak Ridge at Clinton, Anderson County at Carter, as well as Webb at CAK. Now, for me, I'm going to be at that game of the week. Like I said, super excited to be there. All the action on Friday Frenzy starts tomorrow at 11:14 p.m. on Channel 6 WATE.
11:14. If you get there at 11:15, you're late to the party.
Can't be late to the party.
There you go. 7-0. Bearden with the lead past the halfway point in the first quarter. And for the Admirals, down 7-0. Wyatt Drummy going to be the guy they'll get the ball to.
Yeah, they have a great 1-2 punch. Not so much so far through a series in play, but Drummy and Lockhart both big parts of this offense.
Go to Drummy again.
This next play is big, not because they need to go score on this drive, because they don't, but if you're figuring, you need to get a little bit of momentum offensively, not go 3 and out again, get a first down or two, even if you have to punt it away, just kind of move the chain, see some things move positively.
We'll look at Eddie Courtney, longtime head coach for the Admirals, just flat does things the right way.
It's 3rd and 6.
That is correct. It is 3rd and 6 at the 24-yard line with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Duncan has time, looks to throw, can run, and he will, but he won't get far. Only a couple of yards and another 4th down coming up.
A nice play by number 8, Rocky Brown. And Duncan is feeling the effects.
He got hit pretty hard there on that scramble. I will say Wyatt Drummy, a nice block. You see it right there, picking him up, giving him a lane to run.
Watch this right here. Ooh.
Yep.
He's feeling it too.
We'll head to the sideline and over to the tent, actually. Second punt of the night for the Admirals, and Beaufort is deep again.
They fake it.
They'll fake it here right up the middle. What a call. They will get the first down as they'll fake it. And getting the first down is Jack Alley.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're going to. Yeah, here he comes, right out of the tent.
He's feeling okay again. It's funny how that happens. Wait, it's our ball? Payne just went away.
That was executed great. Great blocking on the left side. The punter with the fake, the nice decoy.
Gutsy call, too.
First down of the night. Obviously, 2 series. They went 3 and out, and obviously until you fake that punt, now they're still out there moving the chains.
Gutsy call.
Absolutely.
That riverboat gambler, Eddie Courtney.
First and 10 at the 36. They'll go back to the ground to Drummy, following blockers, and now they'll find something up the middle.
Yeah, following Jacob Cabrera, the right guard, pulling over, round the left side, leading the way through, and a nice pickup, about 7 on that play.
Drummy comes in 240 yards on the season, 1 touchdown on 47 carries. Second down and 3 at the 43. Farragut 2-2 on the season. Last second wins over Dobbins, Bennett, and Powell. Their 2 wins. Off left tackle, and we'll head down to Casey Thunderberg. Casey, this quarterback, he jumped back out there quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And one thing about Cam that he does outside of football, he's a peer mentor at Farragut, and he works with special needs children. And I asked Coach Courtney what led him to doing that. And he just said he's a solid young man, and that's who he is on the inside. And, you know, he had to wait his turn at starting quarterback. And so being a peer mentor and being involved in his community and in his school is kind of what kept him going during that waiting period.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, Mark. And a huge run here. Huge run here. First down, move the chains again, Wyatt Drummy. But you mentioned the pregame, giving back to your community, staying active. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what high school sports should be all about.
By the way, Sam Tummins, nice tackle from the safety position here, or that's a touchdown.
Yeah. I'd go down there and get those ankles too. About 6 foot, 190, 195. Wyatt Drummy.
13 yards right up the gut. And Farragut is finding something there. And they'll go off right tackle this time. Nothing there.
Yeah, you got Troy Lockhart back there. Ball's out.
They called it down as
Brown on the stop.
Lockhart let the football go, but he was already down, and that's not a good sign.
No. Again, I mentioned earlier, big part of this offense came into the game with 48 attempts. Drummy with 47 attempts on the year, and he's going to get attended to.
Loss of 1 yard, reaching for that right knee. And got stuck in a tough spot. Lee got stuck in a real tough spot.
Geez. Yep, that doesn't look good.
He just let the football go. I think we may go ahead and let's just go ahead and knock out a commercial break while they tend to the young man down on the field. 7-0 Bearden.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson Newman.
What will you find?
So the young man is up and off the field. And we'll check on him here in a few minutes. But a flag,
false start,
right as we were about to get started.
You get the fake punt, big time play. You got a nice first down run by Drummy. You're feeling yourself, and then you got to start behind the sticks here.
2nd down and 16. Pressure coming from the top of the screen, and he will run and will get some of the yardage, then pushed out of bounds. Nice gain of 7 yards, and it makes it a manageable 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, nice clean play, too, there by the Bearden linebacker.
Gain of 6 on the
It was really close. You know, it's one of those bang-bang things where you want to get him out of bounds, but, you know, you don't want to hit a late hit either. 3rd and 10, a little more manageable here after 2nd and 16.
3rd down and 9. Any positive yardage here as a timeout is taken by Bearden. I was just about to say any positive yardage, and Farragut might go for it. Nice crowd here tonight at Bearden. You know, there are very few student sections that are as into it as Bearden is.
Yeah, they were doing the LeBron, throwing something up in the air at kickoff.
Farmer night, is this what this is? At Farragut? Is it Farmer Night?
We'll be right back.
Nominate a family that you think is deserving of an exterior home makeover. A gift from your friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
When looking for the best in strength equipment for your home, school, or workout facility, new or reconditioned, Dynabody in Maryville has everything you need to build the perfect gym. A huge selection of used equipment from all the premier brands. Reach for the power with Dynabody.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harrison Construction.
Batman's in the house.
Gotham City. Where's Commissioner Gordon? Well, it makes sense. I mean, you're the Joker, so I mean.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
By the way, that big run by the Farragut running back earlier, Eric was talking and you yelled, "Ho!" And I was like, well, man, if we're going to start naming garden utensils, I'll just yell Matic.
Okay.
Matic!
7-0 Bearden with a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. We officially lost the broadcast. Football at the 39.
It lasted longer than normal tonight, though.
Yeah, we almost made it to the end of the first quarter. Duncan, the quarterback, inside handoff, and that makes you think that they're going to go for it on fourth down, that they had 2 downs to get the first.
Yeah, agreed.
Got half of it here. It's going to set up for about a 4th and 5 play.
Gain of 5 on the play. It's 4th and 5.
Here's the thing, if you're Bearden, do not load the box here. Make Farragut throw it to complete the first down. Because right now Farragut's shown no confidence in throwing the football outside of that one, pass across the middle on the first drive.
Yeah, get after Duncan here. Make him make a decision, a premature decision, potentially put the ball in harm's way.
4th down and 5. Jeff Courtney, the son of Eddie.
Got to be disciplined here if you're Bearden.
The offensive coordinator who calls the plays. And a timeout will be taken here.
Timeout. Farragut.
48 seconds to go, first quarter.
Admirals take the timeout because there was some confusion. There's a good look at Jeff Courtney, who they've already said will be the next head coach whenever Eddie Courtney decides that he wants to step back. And I don't know that that's ever going to happen.
I don't either.
I really don't. Well, congratulations to the Patriot Home Care Scholar Athlete for Farragut, David Rhoda, a senior, 4.5 How is that even possible? 4.5 GPA and a 4.0 scale.
I mean, after 15 years of kids having GPAs over 4, you would think that you would just grasp that it's possible.
The higher that they get, the more you have to ask, how is that even possible? It's so foreign to me.
Well, yeah, it's triple what you had. And double what I had. So, I mean,
okay.
And quadruple what Eric had.
I know. I had college credit. As a junior.
Well, yeah, the mayor bought off the teachers.
He wasn't the mayor then. He was campaigning though. There you go.
So 4th down and 5 for the Admirals.
Ooh, empty backfield here.
3 receivers near side, 2 to the top of the screen. Duncan will look to throw, feels pressure, and has nowhere to go with it until the receiver comes back for the football and bails his quarterback out. There was nobody open until Brooks Burnett comes back, and the Admirals now 2 for 2 on 4th down. Nice job by the receiver.
The senior tight end throws it up, and Burnett just went and got it.
Went out there and made a play too. I mean, obviously
came back.
Yeah,
that's 2 4th down conversions on this drive for Farragut.
Was not open initially. Gets out of the pocket a little bit, just throws it up. The receiver comes back and helps out his guy.
Could be the last play of the first quarter.
1st down and 10 inside the D1 red zone, and they'll go to the ground.
Whoa! And there's the hit of the night. To this point, anyway.
Leader in the clubhouse for the Joe Newbert collision of the
Ethan
game.
Hill.
Ethan Hill, who's a sophomore. And that will take us to the end of one. Gorgeous night for football. Great start for Bearden, up 7-0 on FCA's Rivalry Thursday. And it's presented by Pilot.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Lights. While my office is in Harriman, I can service anyone in the state of Tennessee. We'd love a chance to earn your business, so please give us a call at 865-882-2181 or by email or check out our webpage, and we'd love to earn your business.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and Someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, the largest furniture retailer in the state of Tennessee, with 3 superstore locations, brings you thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. More bedrooms, more recliners, more custom upholstery, more leather furniture, and the most exciting mattress selection in the state. Do not miss out on this limited time offer. Thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. That's right, we pay your sales tax with 3 superstore locations. Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Second quarter is brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg, who is standing by with Eddie Courtney.
Coach, what does your team need to do to capitalize on this drive?
Well, we're getting more physical. I don't think we're physical enough, and I've challenged them now coming down this timeout. We need to be physical, move the football, running and throwing, what we normally do. So hopefully they'll answer to it, do what I expect them to do.
Any update on Troy Lockhart?
I think he's done for the night. We're going to be precautious. The orthopedic doctor said he want to look at it later, so that means he's not playing.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach is trying to get out of that interview.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to walk away from Casey so fast, and she was like, I need an injury update. Second down and 11.
Saying they need to play more physical. That number 2, Wyatt Drummy's playing pretty physical.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, 12th play of the drive.
Charlie Noble, the deep back now.
Duncan will hand off the Drummy off left tackle, maybe 3 yards. Just tough sledding between the tackles.
They send Charlie Noble at 140 pounds, the lead blocker there, hand it to Drummy at 200 pounds.
First quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check, and all it's been is a wreck. Not much to talk about.
Yes, that's correct. As both teams have kind of, showed a little bit on offense, but it's mostly been a defensive game to this point. Even that over-under of 29.5 well in play.
Might be 4-down territory if they don't convert here, but they will. Catch made inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Beautiful grab.
The chains will be first and goal at the 8.
Yeah, Sam Tummins with a big hit on Landis Navilia.
Yeah, way to hang on there as well. That was a big hit by Sam Tummins. Come downhill, nice play, third down, rolling out. Threading the needle, good looking play.
May have gotten there a little early, but Navilia concentrates and makes the grab.
That's good defense. He just held on the ball.
Navilia is one of those guys that's just a great football player.
All around.
First down and goal at the 8. They'll go off right tackle. Carrying
ball's on the ground, but he picks it back up, and he's in. Oh, they called him down.
Down at the 1. Well, there was a lot to unpack on that play.
He put the ball on the ground, picked it up.
Well, they put Bryce Thompson there in the backfield. He was lead blocking. And, of course, Drummy had the ball, dropped it, picked it back up. Looked like it was a score from up here. And it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 1-yard line.
15th play of the drive. 15th play of the drive, and the 15th will be the touchdown. It took a moment, but one official said yes, the other one waited, and Wyatt Drummy makes it 7-6 with the extra point to come. Boy, it wasn't easy.
They worked for that one, Eric Kane. What Power said here.
Great look.
They sure did, and Coach Courtney said they needed to play more physical football. And they certainly did to finish off that drive.
Even on the touchdown. I mean, it was like all they could do just to barely get that ball across the plane.
The extra point is up. It is good, and we're right where we started. Game tied at 7. Break from OEB Law.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family, giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
And our thanks to Tim Elrod and OEB Law, as $1,000 goes to the homeschool. Each and every week as OEB continues to support community and support what we do here on Rivalry Thursday. Welcome back up into the friendly confines of the press box here at Bearden High School. Game tied at 7, and Eric, about what we thought. Close game.
Yeah, real close game. Austin put the over-under at, 27.5?
29.5.
29.5, well in play, 7-7.
Where does this come from?
A great defensive game plan, a short field score by Bearden, and Farragut responds.
Yeah, Farragut responds by picking up 2 fourth downs, and I mean, just a gutsy drive, a huge third down pass there to get it to be first and goal at the 8, and then kind of power ball from there.
Yeah, there's nothing Farragut has done that's been easy. 15-play drive, had to fake a punt on the drive, had to convert 2 fourth downs, 15 plays, 80 yards in 8 minutes. Drummy finally gets in. Now, Beaufort's been awfully successful running the football on kickoff returns, but he meets the line of defense there, Jack Alley. Well, our thanks to the crowd a week ago at the Clinton Powell game for over $1,200 donated to Wreaths Across America to make sure that there are no gravestones at any of our national cemeteries in East Tennessee, that the veteran does not have a wreath at his or her grave. Whether you donate right here at the game or you do it online, knoxwreaths.org. And it's such an honor to have our veterans out. They are so dedicated. They come to every game to make sure that they take donations for Wreaths Across America. Off left tackle, Thompson, 9 yards.
Yep, he's one broken tackle away from that one being a house call, too.
I was going to say, Austin, Thompson, he's a good-looking ball player. Already a couple of nice offers, a couple of SEC offers.
And he's running it more physical tonight. Of the two backs, Merriweather's out, obviously, but Merriweather's more the bruiser. He's more the lightning. But tonight he's having to kind of play both roles and has done it the last couple of drives.
Got really good vision.
2nd down and 2. And I don't think they'll get the first down.
Thompson carries.
Matt Purvis, the senior, wearing number 40, making the tackle. Will be a 3rd down and 1.
1 on the play. It's 3rd and
1. Big time play coming up here, 3rd and 1.
35-yard line. Thompson to Parrott's left. They'll hand off to Thompson, and I don't think so. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage, and there's our scholar athlete of the game, David Broda, getting into the backfield to make the tackle. And does Josh Jones even think about it?
See, I punt this ball away.
You got to punt it.
Play with your defense. I mean, again, for Farragut to score on you, they had to complete 2 fourth downs, a 3rd down and pass, down inside their own 20.
Oh, here we go.
Is he trying to get a free 5 yards and then take a timeout?
Farragut normally super disciplined in these situations.
Well, you look at Josh Jones at the top of your screen at the 29. You wait for him to say timeout.
They're calling.
As the play clock is down to 3.
Better hold your water there.
They will take the timeout. Well, I believe the man, the myth, the legend is here tonight, and that is, there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, whose hair are we cutting? Because I would argue the guy that's going to cut the hair probably needs the haircut.
Well, the thing is, they tell me I overwork them. They don't have time to get haircuts, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because you're in Europe for the month.
Okay, here we go. So Tyler is here. Frank, take it away. I can tell you're having a hard time hearing us. Who you got down there?
No. Well, we got Justin. Justin's a sophomore here at Bearden High School, and he's got great wavy curly hair. And actually, most of the work's going to take place back here on him. We're going to take him from like a fade, really neat, kind of old school, Gone with the Wind type neckline.
Gone with the Wind, huh?
Yeah. Very. And this guy's saying, "What is Gone with the Wind?" Right? But it's going to be very tapered, very neat. And then we're going to style it with some gel and work it off the face. It'll be a nice modern look. He's got a great head of hair, so this should turn out quite well.
Okay, we'll look forward to the reveal at halftime. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, fellas.
Next week, I want a Casablanca look.
Great coverage on the punt team.
Let's go ahead and take a break right here. Game tied at 7. Admirals get the football when we come back on Rivalry Thursday.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor. Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, and the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
At LMU, every door is open. Each can help me build my future exactly how I imagine it. Let's check those specs, guys. And lead to a career where I'll have an impact. As a nurse, how are you feeling today? A social worker.
I guess I started when I was younger.
Or an executive of a multinational company. Take a look at the third quarter. I know LMU will prepare me for a career where I'll make my mark. That's a cut. Because whatever door I walk into, there's a future for me.
For me in my office, it's not just about writing an insurance policy. I want to be part of you and your family's lives and be there with you in the good and the bad. Please just give us a call, 675-0888. We'd love to speak with you.
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
Game is tied at 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Second down and 6 for Farragut. They snuck one play in on us. They realized we were in commercial break. Tony Budnick went running out into the middle of the play, and they simply couldn't play with Tony standing with the linebackers.
Mark, you gotta let him. You gotta let the kids play. Just let the kids play.
Second down and 6. Handoff to Drummy off left tackle, getting some blocking.
That's a great play. Yeah. A great defensive play because he got off the block. That being number 7 for the Bearden Bulldogs, Cody Clough.
Hey, listen, if you need professional insurance for the most important parts of your business, a production unit is right there for Pac-Man HD Productions. Use ARI Insurance out of Lenoir City. As you drive from Farragut over to Lenoir City, you'll see them right on the right as you pull into town. And they handle our professional insurance for a great crowd here tonight at Bearden. Third down. Quarterback will look to throw, and incomplete, and the Admirals be forced to punt.
Good defense right there. Chaston Smith in position. Again, he's a good-looking kid, just a sophomore, 6'1", 160.
Landon Davila will make his way off the field. There's one of those guys for Farragut who plays both ways. And did you ever play both ways? I mean, I'm not talking Austin.
Yeah, played snapped the football, played center, and then played linebacker in high school.
Yeah, did you? Okay. Austin never even looked up on that question.
But
I know you're not talking to me.
But at Farragut, you're exactly right. It's a receiver. It's a receiver playing DB, returning punts, or just a playmaker, an athlete back there.
2 3 and outs for both teams. Only one touchdown drive. This one almost blocked. But he'll get his hands on this one as Beaufort, and he's flat bottled up, but spins out of it. A flag comes in. Beaufort's still going. Beaufort's still going. All kinds of yellow hankies down on the field, though. Even CB45 threw a yellow flag for that would be used for tomorrow night's game. $26 yards on the return, 38 yards on the punt, but let's check all the Kleenexes on the field.
Yeah, you're going to get, one was quick. It's going to be a hold, the first one for sure.
Gearing the return, blocking the back. Return team, number 33. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Good run by Beaufort, though.
Great individual effort. Yeah. Great individual effort.
He's the guy they want to get the football to if you're Bearden on offense, whether that be bubble screens, tunnel, jet sweeps. He's a really good slot receiver. See him at the top of your screen, the inside receiver there at the 30-yard line. Now he's kind of got the back out of stack.
Two receivers both sides. Thompson by himself. Parrott will throw out of it.
Right on cue.
It's out to Beaufort.
Beaufort's a slippery little guy. He is a sophomore, 5'7", only 155.
Yeah, he led Bearden as a freshman last year in receiving. He's an experienced guy, but you're right, just a sophomore and a lot of room to grow.
15 catches, 195, and a touchdown coming in. More importantly, 37 yards per kickoff return. Lightning in a bottle with the ball in his hands, although Farragut steps up to make the tackle there and will bring up a third down and about 5.
Purvis on the stop.
We'll look at Luke Hill
on the play. It's 3rd and 5.
On the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 on one side of the field. Now you got a 3rd and 5.
5.5 minutes to go first half. Game tied at 7. Farragut brings pressure. Parrott will throw out of it and almost intercepted. Nice job of breaking on the football right there was Zane Foresti-Smith. Sophomore almost came up with the pick.
It's a good play all around. They brought pressure from the second layer of the defense, and it looked like the offensive line were holding up. But I mean, boy, they were giving up ground in a hurry. He had one free runner, the premature throw, and a great pass breakup on 3rd down, forcing Bearden to punt.
Yeah, the pressure from Luke Hill really kind of, I think, pushed Drew into panicking a little bit, and he threw that ball kind of off his back foot. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3rd punt of the night, an end-over-end punt, a short punt. And it will take a Bearden bounce down to about the 22, and then it'll stop there.
Punt down at the 22-yard line where Farragut takes over 1st and 10.
Hi, I'm Tim Harris, owner of Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, and we're so proud to help sponsor high school football. As an ex-high school football coach myself, I understand how important it is to the fabric of our communities. High school football teaches striving and working for a goal with others, teamwork, toughness, and courage. I hope everyone will get out and support your local team. High school football, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, nothing like tonight's atmosphere. Game tied at 7. Bearden and Farragut, Key Region 2 6A game. A lot of people watching this one over in Maryville, Bradley County, Cleveland,
Hardin Valley. A lot of implications. Kind of talked about it in the pregame. I mean, you do not want to go down 0-2 in a region.
You know, speaking of Hardin Valley got off to a nice start, and they've been outscored 71-9 the last 2 weeks. They've got Maryville coming tomorrow, and you want to keep them in that conversation, but they're going to have to win a game that proves they should be in that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that's high school football in this area, right? I mean, there's good teams all over, and Hardin Valley's still rebuilding.
2nd down and 9. Oh, look at this. Slipped out of the backfield. And a nice gain, and there's that Burnett guy again. Oh, look at that academy. That was nice. And Tummins just laughed. Gain of 20 yards. Sam Tummins just turned and laughed at Burnett for falling down, trying to get the penalty.
Look at Burnett coming across this shallow drag, wide open.
Wide open.
Sideline. Oh, wow, ball game was.
Watch this. Oh, I wanted to stick with that. First down and 10 at the 45. The last drive for Farragut was a 15-play, 80-yard drive that took 8 minutes. They do that again, and the band will be playing at halftime.
And again, a couple of 4th down conversions.
Oh, it may not be this long of a drive. Look at this run.
There's Tummins again.
Yeah, goes Tummins. That's
Tummins with the tackle.
Yeah, Wyatt Drummy on the run.
And that's the second time, at least in this game, where it's been one-on-one at the 3rd layer of the defense. And Tummins has made a business decision to go down to those ankles, and you don't blame him. You don't blame him at all. Full head of steam there is Drummy running.
Business decision.
Yeah.
Who taught you that in your football days?
You don't want to go up top. You get run over right there. You're saving a touchdown. You go to the ankles.
Justin Anderson taught him that.
Justin Anderson, good start to the season, Northview.
Yeah, are they undefeated still?
I believe they're 5-0.
Yeah.
If they're not, he'll text me, but they're 5-0.
Yeah, I think that's right.
We'll say they're 5-0.
First down and 10, high snap.
You know,
it helps to be 6'5" when you're the quarterback.
Drummy carries.
If Duncan wasn't 6'5", that football would be bouncing around about the 30.
Yeah.
Gain of 3 on the play.
This is the kind of game Farragut wants to take the ball away from Bearden, drag them into a 4-quarter fight, ball control. This is exactly what Farragut wants.
And again, look at that clock too.
Just tick, 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 tick.
They got a good pace on this drive too. Moving the ball, got a good pace. Going to bleed this clock dry. Bearden won't have an opportunity.
Second down and 7 at the 39, and they'll play fake and look to throw. Under duress, throws this one up for grabs, and should have been intercepted, and is intercepted. Running the other direction was Cody Clow off the Sam Tummins. There's a flag down, I believe, on the return. Tummins bounced it up into the air, and Clow comes up with the interception.
The old tip drill. Tummins puts it up, gives his teammate a chance, and Clow comes in. Nice interception, and look how far he returns it to. It's going to give Bearden an opportunity.
During the return, personal foul, blindside block, number 13.
That's big.
15 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down.
Yeah, Clow was in the right place at the right time. Watch Tummins here as Duncan just throws a ball that he should not have thrown.
Yeah, he threw into 5 maroon jerseys.
Takes over 1st and 10, and it's over 29 yards.
It's still a huge, talk about being in midfield versus your own 29.
2:51 to go. Bearden got the football to start the game, so obviously Farragut gets it to start the second half.
Thompson carries.
Yeah, you wonder for Bearden long term. They're going to have to trust Parrott at quarterback.
Yeah, agreed. Like at some point you have to trust him enough to let him go score in a 2-minute drill, or you know, I mean, again, it's time and place. Like right here's a perfect opportunity.
Second down and 6. Thompson off left tackle. Farragut reaching at the football.
Really close for a first down. I think it's going to be a first down. And they're moving the sticks.
Chains are moving. Narrow on the stop.
Watch him cut this crease.
Bulldogs.
A lot of time's ticking off though.
First down and 10 at the 39. Under 2 minutes to go. First half, tied at 7. Now here's Parrott looking for Thompson. Now look out here. Boy, you saw that one.
That's going to be a
flag comes in. But that's on Jacobs for the tackle, and you wonder what
well, they're saying it was incomplete.
Okay. What's the flag?
Legal man downfield.
Okay.
I'm with you, though. I was about to.
I thought for a second, if that's on the tackle.
Yeah. During the pass, the eligible man downfield, number 70, offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
I think we're so trained now that it's kind of like, can you let them play? Can you?
There's got a hold right there, too.
But that wasn't the call. Boy, Jacobs was there, and he turned around and saw the flag and went, oh, man.
What now?
Yeah. So the penalty yards will make it first down and 15.
And Bearden do enough right here to get in field goal range.
Yeah. Well, they're just going to keep handing the football off, and Farragut's. I mean, until you prove you can throw the football.
Yeah, why?
Why respect it?
I agree. I mean, like at some point you have to call the game to get him some confidence. Otherwise, their aspirations are going to end. Like whether it be in region play, the playoffs, like you have to let him go out and build some confidence.
You're not going very far if you're one-dimensional.
Yeah, hand off right, hand off left, hand off up the middle.
Got 2 timeouts if you're Farragut. A lot of time's taken off here, but you do have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, which team is more interested in just getting to halftime? I mean, if I get a stop here, I might consider it for
You
Farragut.
still won't take a shot at the end zone. You know, who knows what?
Farragut rolls out. Tummins across the middle, and does Farragut take a timeout?
Barrett's pass complete to Tummins.
I don't think they have.
Rode on the stop.
It brings up a 3rd down and 13. Had the pass been incomplete, of course the clock would have stopped anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like both coaching staffs are just willing to get to halftime, which will lead us to the Matlock kick for Tires, by the way, and I'm highly excited about. We better have a big student section running out there. I'm not seeing it.
Has Tony picked a ringer for tonight? Not tonight. It's just the one kid that goes out there.
Inside handoff. Look out here.
Good tackle.
Shoestring tackle. So Torian Riggins almost breaking that one.
Timeout, Bearden.
Well, let's head down to the sideline. Casey Funderburg has got Dr. Reiswick, Superintendent, Knox County Schools. Hey, Casey.
Hey, guys. John, can you tell me what's going on with Knox County Schools right now, and what can the community do to support them?
You know, right now things are going really well. I mean, we've been out to a lot of schools. I think everyone's working really hard. What I've gotten from most of the schools I've been at is things feel normal, things feel good, and they just want to keep it up. So yeah, I think just keep supporting your teachers and your principals. They're doing a great job out there, and our kids are working hard, and test scores are going up, and we're having great games like Friday night games like tonight, or Thursday night games like tonight.
What about this coupon fundraiser that's going on? What is that, and how can people get involved, and what does it go towards?
So the coupon book has been our biggest fundraiser for a long time. The books are bigger with more things this year in there, and that goes to every school, and they can use those how they need to. They can support technology, can support playgrounds, can support just anything they're doing in professional development for their school. So we put that together, but the money does go back to the schools.
Awesome. Well, great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Finally, a pass downfield across the middle, and surprise, surprise, it's to Torrey Beaufort. Take a look at what's coming up on the LMU Halftime Report. Our Matlock Kick for Tires, Exterior Home Solution Band Spotlight, which will be Bearden, the only band that plays tonight. Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Commercial Bank, by the way, talking about how you can plan for college for your kids. Stats and highlights, that and much more in the LMU Halftime Report.
We'll also be joined by Anderson County head coach David Gillum to preview next week's Clinton-Anderson County game. They have a huge game tomorrow night with Carter. Speaking of big games, Clinton plays Oak Ridge tomorrow night in region play.
Admirals bring pressure. Parrott rolling out, and will throw this one back across his body. Catch is made. 3 seconds to go.
Don't have any.
Are they out?
Out of timeouts.
Clock will stop on the first down, but can they snap it quick enough? They'll down it. 1 second left.
All right.
It would technically be a 55-yarder from here.
And they're going to try it.
If they want to run the kicker out. By the way, Daniel Kinney is your kicker. He has a 40-yarder and a 43-yarder this year. 2 for 3 on field goals. This would be 55. 54, actually.
Showing the ability to make some deep ones. 40-plus is long in high school.
54.
This would be something.
No, we ought to give him 3 tires if he makes this. Kick is up, it is blocked. And that will... Well,
you got to go make a tackle. Got to make a tackle.
Returned.
Got to make a tackle. It's a live football play.
Down the sideline.
Well, I mean, Farragut coaches are on the field. I mean, that's a penalty. I mean,
that's a football play. You got to go make a tackle.
It was like Stanford Cal or running in between Doucette and...
Yeah, Coach Doucette was out on the field. And
there's no ban, but there is...
Here's the deal. Had Robbie Jacobs kept running, and Doucette cost him a touchdown because he's out there on the field yelling at his players to block for the return.
See if we can see who gets this block here.
The field goal was tipped and was no good. During the return, the dead ball, Farragut coach was on the field. That 15-yard unsportsmanlike will be enforced on the third quarter kickoff.
Wow. How about that? How about that 15 yards? Eddie Courtney's got mixed emotions. Glad the field goal was blocked, but he's like, really?
Assessed in the second half kickoff.
So here's what we're being told about the Matlock kick for tires is that the students got here early to get their seats. If they get up and leave to go out and support their fellow student, they lose their seat.
That's messed up.
So none of the students are going out to support the young man for the Matlock kick for tires. So
that's all right. Tony's got him.
It's almost like a kick for tires during COVID. Nobody was allowed out there.
No doubt. I mean, you don't have the people screaming at him on either side.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. None of the students wanted to come out here and cheer on Shepherd. How do you feel about that?
I just they're doubting me. They're not wanting me to score it. They're just not showing up.
Well, how do you feel about tonight's kick? How's it going to go? And also, I want to add, he is barefoot.
I am barefoot. I have 100% certainty this is going.
So did the guy last week.
Wow.
Okay, well, let's go over to Joe and Lucy. How are we feeling about this kick? Obviously, a little bit different than the past few weeks.
Yeah, I think he's going to embrace the silence and just drill this thing. I think he's got it. What do you think?
Yeah. All right, Lucy says yeah, so he's got it. So we'll step back and see if Shepherd is going to prove his classmates wrong.
He's stepping it off.
Come on, Shepherd.
No shoe on.
Good to go.
Here we go. Oh,
wow. That's about as good as last week's.
He's limping.
He's limping. We're going to have
He's got to go to the injury
trainers.
tent. Injury tent.
We'll do an update on his injury in the third quarter and let you guys know.
Nice.
All right, now time for the LMU halftime. The score is 7-7.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned. Service perfect.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Malone. You know, people ask me all the time about digital technology and how it affects dentistry. We'd like to show you what that means here in the office. So dentists used to have technicians that they worked with everything analog. Today we do it all digital. Also, digital technology helps us with clear aligners so we can straighten your teeth here in the office. If we can help you with your dental needs, look us up at knoxvillesmiles.com.
At Food City, you don't need your sea legs to get seafood fresh off the boat. Here, fresh fish is delivered all week long, straight from the coast. Nobody does food like Food City.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
Hi, I'm Jessica Green, your Loudoun and Monroe County State Farm agent. I'm licensed to do business anywhere in the state of Tennessee, but what I really value most brings me back to one specific incident where I was able to take a check to a customer in a time of need in the middle of the night when they had a total loss house fire. I was able to get them in temporary housing immediately and provide them with the basic necessities to get them through the next couple of days. My team has over 70 years of combined insurance experience, and with a situation like I just mentioned, that means they're tied into the community. They know you as a person and they're here to help. My team and I would love to partner up with you and your family. So in your time of need, we're there as a partner and a friend. Stop by our Loudoun or downtown Sweetwater location. We would love the chance to earn your business.
Reach for the power with Dynabody Fitness. New Dynabody equipment is manufactured right here in Tennessee and shipped all over the country. Custom built, rugged, and guaranteed for life. Visit Dynabody.com and experience the difference.
Time now for the LMU halftime report. Game is tied at 7 as we welcome you back to Bearden High School. Farragut will get the football to start the second half. It is the Bearden band, the only band to play. Working on the sound system is obviously the issue down there. As Megan Christian, who is the band director for Bearden, working with the others. Let's get a preview of next week's Rivalry Thursday game while we wait. Anderson County and Clinton, as Austin is with Davey Gillum, the Mavericks head coach.
Joined by Anderson County head coach Davey Gillum. Coach Gillum starting to get some momentum in this season as we hit the halfway point. Next week we'll have you on Rivalry Thursday in that return of the rivalry game between, I call it the fake battle of the bridge. Lenore City Loudoun have that. Have that moniker for me, but
yes, it depends on where you live.
That's right, it does. Clinton and Anderson County renew that rivalry next week. Where do you like your team is headed as we hit kind of the middle part of the year?
I think where it's heading is the key. With a lot of new starters, a lot of youth, and quarterback coming in with a month for the season, we knew we have some hiccups as far as just getting chemistry and gelling. Even new OC, with Coach Chapel taking over the offense, there's always some transition. Some of the verbiage is a little different when I was calling it last year and some things like that. So I knew coming in that it would be a process. But we started off a little slow with the expected hiccups with chemistry. We are making progress every single week.
Those games with Bearden, next week with Clinton, those games are fun, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't really matter pertaining to the playoffs, pertaining to the bid to repeat. This week does. You have that Carter game tomorrow night. What impresses you about Carter?
One thing about Coach Bresley, no matter who he's got there, they got a very aggressive style of football, whether they're on offense or defense. If you can handle the pressure schemes they send on defense, then you got a chance of putting up a lot of points. So if you watch their scores, they beat some people you wouldn't think, and then sometimes somebody is able to handle the pressure and may put it on them a little bit. So, the chaos and the pressure they bring on defense is a factor. If you can deal with that, I like where we stand. And then on the offensive side, they're very aggressive over there. Coach likes to keep his foot on the gas on offense. So every play you're going to get tested.
1 week from tonight, it'll be Anderson County and Clinton. But first up, it's the Carter Hornets tomorrow night. Coach Gillum, good luck tomorrow night against Carter, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, next week, Anderson County and Clinton. The coverage starts on WATE Living East Tennessee at 3 o'clock. The pregame show is WKNX The Knox, the Gray Hodges pregame show. And then the game, 7 o'clock. Time now for the Bearden Band. They've got their technical difficulties worked out. Solutions Band Spotlight tonight shines on Mustafa Arkawazi, senior drum major from Bearden. Congratulations from Exterior Home Solutions. Take a quick break from the band. We'll come back with more of the band. Doc Talk brought to you by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cameron Sears. I'm one of the doctors at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, and I'm one of the pediatric orthopedists. And I'm here to tell you about how kids can get injured at the playground that you might not know about. So toddlers on slides. Everybody is worried about sending their toddler down by themselves, and so they put them in their lap and go down the slide with them. The problem is, at that age, their tibia or shin bone is very susceptible to breaking with a sudden twist. So you go down the slide, their leg gets to the outside, they have a sudden twist, and they can break their leg. So instead, think of it like Disneyland. Keep all arms and hands inside the ride at all times and stay safe. But if you do have the mishap, we're here at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic to take care of you.
And our thanks to KOC, they have been busy tonight. By the way, they will handle all of our orthopedic services for the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase. That is coming up December the 9th, a Saturday, which will be right here on WATE. ABC will have that broadcast. Let's head down to the sideline. Frank Gambuza is down there. Frank, we continue to ask why you didn't work on your own worker, but anyway, okay, tell us what's happened down there.
Well, Mark, we got to take care of the public first.
There you go.
All right. But no, Justin, this turned into even more of a makeover than we expected. We really think it's probably one of the best Gambuza barbershop makeovers we've ever done. And I've never said that before. So
yeah.
All right. So Justin, who's a sophomore here, certainly got a major change. Tyler, who works at our North Shore barbershop, took him right down from scratch, man. So
nice.
It's you can see it's very neat and tidy. All right. So between his mama and his girlfriend, we're gonna have two happy women tonight. I'll guarantee it.
I'm telling you, he looks like he's happy.
Yeah, I gave him $20 before you put us on.
No, I'm sure you did. I love how you've got like the strongest like two fingers ever when you do it, because you've cut my hair before and you like just push the head and the head just goes, you know?
Hey, yeah.
Just saying. Hey, Frank, appreciate you being here tonight. We'll see you next week at Clinton, okay?
Hey, always a pleasure having you. Thanks, Mark.
Great job down there. As we mentioned, the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase will be right here at Bearden, Saturday night, December the 9th. It's the 17 schools of Knoxville versus the 40 outlying county schools, if you will. We've played it 2 years. Knoxville's won once. East Tennessee has won once. Dean LaRue is here from Commercial Bank tonight to talk about a number of things, including making sure that you as parents prepare for college for your children. Here with Dean LaRue, who has his kids yelling at him from off camera. He is one of the executive vice presidents of Commercial Bank. Exactly what does that mean?
That means I've worked there for 18 years. I've been one of the longest standing bankers on Kingston Pike. I say, anytime you go to any bank, if you find a banker that's been there 18 years, that's me.
Hey, Dean, one of the things we were talking about earlier is the importance of new parents or parents at any point preparing for college for their kids. What do they do financially to make sure they're ready?
Well, really you need to come see one of our officers. I mean, we're responsive, we're reliable, we're positive, we're friendly, we work as a team. But I've been saving my money since I was 8 years old. I've had a coin collection, everything. So we like to share our financial knowledge with our clients. And by taking $100 a month, each month, from the time a baby's born until the time they turn 18, at 5% interest, that's $35,000. And I start at college.
There it is.
That's right.
And so come by Commercial Bank. How many locations?
We've got 35 locations now, just expanded. And we'd love to come down. We're creating positive experiences for every customer every day. Thank you, Mark Becker.
I swing by there all the time. Commercial Bank really believed in me at the very beginning. I've always said that I'll always be greatly indebted to Commercial Bank. Let's head down. Corey Crabtree, Coach Pritchard, who is the baseball coach. We'll start with Coach Pritchard. Coach, first off, the impact from a coach. How important do you think that impact is from a coach?
Oh man, I think it's you can't overstate that. So many kids that just need some kind of guidance, leadership, and that's what a coach does. way beyond X's and O's.
Yeah, and beyond baseball. Corey, the band's playing behind you, so you may not be able to hear very well, but I know the Farragut band right in your ear.
Right.
I know we've got some events coming up. First off, your event in October for FCA. Tell us about it.
Yeah, October 16th at 5 p.m. at the Expo Center, our annual FCA banquet where Jonathan Evans will be coming in to speak with us, where we raise money to support our ministry here in Knoxville with FCA.
That, and there's it. You can click on the QR code. You can get information about the Night of Influence. I'll be there on October the 16th. It's always a great event. And then where'd you go with Inky Johnson is coming up on Thursday, December the 7th. Coach Pritchard, have you ever heard Inky Johnson speak?
Oh, phenomenal speaker. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's free. The QR code there. I hope you'll bring your baseball team. I hope all coaches will bring their teams. But I will say this, there's limited space for this event. It'll be on TV. But if you're a coach, go ahead and click on that QR code when we show it to you and sign up your team. You'll go ahead and say how many kids you're bringing. About 1,400 is what we're limited to, so we hope everyone will do that. Guys, thanks for joining us. Good to see you guys tonight.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks, Mark.
All right, guys. Before we get to Zach Nelson to tell us about what's coming up for the Diamond Clear games coming your way tomorrow night, here is our season schedule. And, boy, we quickly move over to the right side of that schedule as we got Anderson County at Clinton, Morristown West at Sevier County, Jefferson County. What a year Spencer Riley and the Patriots are having. They're 4-1 right now. They've already knocked out Dobbins, Bennett, and Science Hill. Could be a playoff preview game that night. It's Fall Break Central at Heritage. And then the to-be-announced game is October the 26th. Are we doing Powell West? Are we doing Bearden at Bradley Central? A number of games we're looking at. We'll announce that next week of what game we are doing, that last game of the year. Before we go into OEB Playoff Friday, and all of the playoff games every Friday night will be on WATE. Excited about that. We'll be on ABC every Friday night. That is ABC that will be on for OEB Playoff Friday. Let's head down to Zach Nelson. Zach, what games you got on Diamond Clear tomorrow?
It's already week 6 here in the high school football season. We have got a fantastic slate tomorrow night, and the highlight is the Battle of Emory Road. Powell travels to Halls. Powell really had kind of a struggle to begin the season, but they're looking for their 3rd win in a row. They've won 4 in a row against Halls. And then Halls, what a start the Red Devils have when they look to get to 6-0 for the first time in the 21st century. We also have Maryville taking on Hardin Valley in 6A. And are we seeing a dynasty fall, Mark, with Maryville as they lost those 2 games in a row to Bradley Central and West? And then Hardin Valley, they started 3-0 for the first time since 2013, but they've lost their last 2 games, 71-9 combined. And then West travels to Mountaineer Country to take on the Heritage Mountaineers. West goes for win 21 in a row tomorrow night. And then I will have Central over at South Dole, south of the river tomorrow night.
Let's clarify the question of the falling of a dynasty of Maryville from a Heritage graduate. Zach is a Heritage graduate. Maryville's had a lot of injuries. We'll see what happens. I'll take the Rebels tomorrow night. Zach, good luck tomorrow.
Marks, thank you.
Sounds good. All right, second half when we come back. We are tied at 7 on Rivalry Thursday. Farragut and Bearden for an important second half when we come back.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
I chose LMU because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with. And Someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems. Are you buying bottled water? It's time to get off the bottle. Many bottled waters are not that pure and may have microplastics. You need an award-winning Kinetico reverse osmosis system from Aqua Clear Water Systems. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica Green, your Loudoun and Monroe County State Farm agent. While we can service customers anywhere in the state of Tennessee, what I really enjoy most is doing business with customers right here in my community. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Visit us at our Loudoun or downtown Sweetwater location.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
I'm Coach Josh Heupel with Tyler and Will from the Sports Animal.
For UT Info in the afternoon, no one does it like 99.1.
From Josh and Swain through Tyler and Will, you're blanketed in orange.
No one covers the balls like 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Third quarter is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, changing the lives of athletes all over East Tennessee. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane, Austin Price. Time now for the State Farm T-shirt toss. Laura Ash is down there over on the right side of your screen throwing T-shirts. She's chunking them at kids. Oh, thanks. There she is. Look at Laura, always smiling, always happy. Jim Pope, Jessica Green, Scotty Dykes, Laura Ash, Brian Nichols. Glad all those people are with us from State Farm. And there we are. So a big second half coming up. We've talked about the region implications. We're tied at 7. This is an important game for both of these teams.
Well, it is because Farragut's already got the one loss to Cleveland.
The Cleveland, 43-21.
And if they lose this one, the playoffs all of a sudden become a little cloudy for the Admirals. You win this one, take a huge step towards it.
Well, and then next week, Bradley comes to Farragut.
Yeah, that's right.
So
and Bearden goes to Maryville. Next week's a huge game.
This is already kind of a playoff-like game. It's a great atmosphere as well. It's a game, if you're Farragut, that you absolutely need.
100%. Let's get to the first half highlights and show you how we got where we got, wherever we got, as handoff up the middle. And there's a whole lot of this for Farragut on the defensive side. It does lead to this, though.
Jajon Thompson gets the ball across, and Bearden goes up by 7.
Big play right here. This was a 4th down. Burnett comes back to help his quarterback. They convert there. This a part of a 15-play, 80-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 59 seconds. As they finally get in, Drummy gets in for the touchdown, tie it at 7, and then from there, just kind of a myriad of errors.
Yeah, you had Tummins that had the tip ball. You had Clow that took it down other side of the 50, came back. You had Bearden continuing to go down there, trying to kick a field goal as time expired. It gets blocked, and that's where we stand.
Game tied at 7. Farragut will get the football to start the second half, and first half stats brought to you by OEB Law. I mean, we've talked about it ad nauseum. Yeah. I mean, you know, Bearden's going to have to figure out how to throw the football. Not that 47 versus 43 is much different, but
yeah, it's been a good defensive game, no doubt. The Admirals, Farragut scoring drive. You had one chunk play. You had a 15-yard penalty that moved them all the way down to the red zone. There's been some short fields. It's been a good defensive effort, but you're right. If you're Bearden, you've got to show the ability to throw the football, or you're not going to respect it if you're Farragut. We saw that in the first half.
So the Admirals get the football to start the second half, and you wonder what adjustments they've made. Now the 15-yard penalty from the end of the first half where, let's just be honest, Coach Doucette was standing out on the field.
So, yeah, this is where I'd onside kick.
Well, I mean, that's the question, would you?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, because if it goes a minimum 10 yards, it's getting to at least inside the 40. And then what are you giving up of a team that has not shown the ability to have the big play in Farragut.
Here's what I don't do. I don't just bang it through the end zone. Like I pooch this thing, try to corner it over there near the 5 to 10 yard line up high, or an onside kick. I'm sure they'll go just bang it through. Although it looks like, there we go. Now they're instituting the penalty. Yeah, especially at the 45.
Dead ball penalty at the end of the first half against Farragut. Assessed on the kickoff.
So football all the way down to the 45. 45 would make it to the 35 at least in the onside kick. I was 5 yards off.
And if you bang it to the end zone, you only gain 15 more yards.
And they will run the onside kick, and they'll get it. They'll get it. And Farragut did not even look ready for that.
I'm not sure how. I mean, to me, that's common sense.
You had to wait until the ball was touched because it didn't go 10 yards. Farragut touched it. That is a live football. And
yeah, that's the thing. It didn't matter if it went 10 yards because Farragut's the one that touched it.
Yeah, and Bearden's hopping around here. They're all excited. They got some momentum.
Got some juice.
They're talking about this like,
perfectly kicked.
Oh, did it hit his helmet? Did it hit his helmet?
Did they see that? If they saw that, I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah, if you saw that in real time, well done.
Well, I mean, are you going to talk about this? And I mean, it may end up being the right call, but it kind of gutsy to come and say, yeah, we did see that.
That's a good crew right there, by the way. I recognize a number of those guys. That's a really good crew. Yeah, Paul Romero.
The back judge is Josh Briscoe, former Vol, who lives in South Carolina but made a commitment to work here for the last couple of years and drives in every week to call a game. Bearden football.
Wow. And I would have been impressed if they had seen that, because we had to watch it in slow-mo to see that. That was tough to see.
And again, I'm still not sure if it actually happened. I mean, definitely there's a conversation there. So
and we watched a replay.
I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row where we've had an incident like that on an onside kick.
Yeah.
Look at Eddie. Eddie is not happy.
If you're Bearden, though, man, what an excellent start. What a great kick. Great kick.
I think also the kicker kind of impeded the ability for the Farragut returner to get to the football. So whatever happened, it happened. It's first down at the 37. They'll go back to Jason Thompson in the first half. 13 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown.
And I was going to go back to the kickoff. That's not his fault.
Aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg. What a great time as the leaves start to turn to go up to the mountains. We'll be up there in 2 weeks for Morristown West at Sevier County. And my wife and I will head a little further up into Gatlinburg and stay up there to cabin for a couple nights while we're there. Great place to visit. Second down and 5. They'll throw this one out. Nice defensive play.
Robbie Jacobs, really nice play out there. Beats his man, beats the block, makes the tackle.
And I hate to belabor the point, but I mean, you get in a rhythm. The only time they're going to throw a football, it's going to be that swing pass, and the defenders are like, okay, there's their pass play.
Yeah. I mean, number 2 is the only place you're going to go to through the air. And to this point.
Yeah, and with that said, they'll play fake and take a shot to the end zone. Third down and 3, inside handoff, and everybody knows it's coming. Thompson loses 2 yards because Jack Alley and about 4 of his Farragut friends were in the backfield, not respecting the pass.
Zane Qureshi Smith, another one along with Jack Alley. I mean, there's 3 of them.
It's a jailbreak.
That's a jailbreak.
And I mean, we're your position, Mark. I was going to say, you'd like to get a positive yard right there. It's still 4th and manageable, but it just really kind of takes the air out of it, doesn't it?
Well, for Eddie Courtney, who was upset with what happened on the onside kick, it'd be poetic justice to get the football essentially right where you would have gotten it anyway. 4th down and 5. Parrott will throw for it. He's going to look across the middle, and the defender will break on the football. There are no flags, and Bearden will go 3 and out after the successful onside kick.
And that's a huge stop and a huge win by the Farragut defense. Bearden had all the momentum. Now Farragut gets a shot to go take the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, more so than anything, it's such a missed opportunity by Bearden, and the win for Farragut. You get the football back, but you take that momentum right back. And then if you march down and score right here, what a statement you make.
The Admirals get the football outside their 30, and they'll go back to the ground and pound for a quick gain of 5 yards.
Offensive line for Farragut, Eric's got a lot more momentum as this game has went along.
Yeah, we talk about those piles falling forward. You've seen a lot of that from Farragut. Also getting H-backs, tight ends. Noah Gunter, Brooks Burnett. Those guys have been very active in the run game as blockers.
Drummy tonight has had a pretty good night. They'll go back to him again. Gain of 5, then a gain of 3, a third down and 2, maybe 3. Drummy, 15 carries, 71 yards. Now over 300 on the year, which is kind of surprising to say 300 on the year.
Well, it's because they have
the man is down, by the way.
Yeah, they have a true 1-2 punch. Troy Lockhart injured earlier in the game.
Baylor Donald. Is that number 15? No, that's 75.
Yeah.
It's 75. That's Boston Yeager. Let's take a quick break here for Better Mattress.
I can play first base better than him.
Well, I steal more bases than him.
I'm sorry, but our home run celly is better than yours.
Your celebration may be better, but we wear this more often.
We sleep better than you.
But that doesn't have to be the case. You can join our team at Better Mattress and sleep like us.
Better Mattress. Good night just got better.
So, by the way, Better Mattress gives money, and it's $500 to the home school, that being Bearden High School. And our thanks to Chad Cunningham, Michael Thompson, and all the wonderful people at Better Mattress. We got our new mattress from Better Mattress a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely love it. 5 area locations, Better Mattress.
We got to get Big O back in the rotation.
Hey,
when he's talking about this body. And
it's hilarious. Every Sunday night on the locker room, when we play the Big O spot, the players that are in studio, they all bust out laughing as soon as they see him. This body.
I do want to point out though, Billy Amick, a guy you guys are going to know in baseball season this year, transferred from Clemson, wearing a Carhartt T-shirt.
Third down and 3, inside hand. Oh, they're not going to get it. Boy, chopped down right at the line of scrimmage. 44 comes through to make that tackle. That's Trey Denard, who is a 5'11 junior, and a punting situation for the Admirals.
It's 4th down.
So what are you doing here? Are you going for it? You punting?
Oh,
man,
I'm
I'd
absolutely
punt.
punting.
I'm punting, but look, they may do it here. It's 4th and short.
I'm absolutely punting this football, and I just hate that you waste a timeout here if you're not going to run a play. Now you're running it. Well, he's awfully deep, or you can
going to the
snap it
pistol.
back and punt it.
Wow.
They're running a play. Wow. Flag comes in.
False start on Farragut. Now they will punt, one would think.
False start. Offense number 12. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
And I'm going to say this, that may be a blessing in disguise.
I agree
Absolutely.
with you. I agree.
I mean, you don't convert right there. I mean, Bearden gets the football at the plus 30.
The game's tied at 7.
Whatever.
It's not like it's 42-42. Yeah. Everybody's scoring every. It's 7 all.
And it's not like you got 3 or 4 minutes left in the ball game either.
I mean, punt the football and make Bearden prove to you that they can do something.
I'm taking the under of 18 at this point.
You're taking the under 20. You saw under 29 and a half?
Yes, I would have definitely taken that.
Third punt of the night. 8:42 to go, third quarter. Good snap. And a nice high punt.
It's a good punt.
Both will last for the fair catch at his own 25-yard line.
It's a real good punt.
Well, Knoxville Smile Cam is brought to you by KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Doctors Malone and Costa, my dentist. And love to see the smiles down there, although where are the smiles? Right now, there are no smiles.
What's one on the left there?
There's the smile cam. I was wondering where the smiles were. We zoom in on the kids. They're all frowning.
They just don't know what to do.
Yeah, smile. Creepishly smile. There we go. First down and 10 at the 25. Game tied at 7. 8:35 to go, third quarter. There's that pass to Beaufort.
That pass.
Well, it is.
Alley on the stop.
Go back to the smile cam. You had Tony behind the camera saying, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Keep smiling.
Okay, eventually on that play, that pass play that they've run, they're going to fake it, and then they're going to take a shot on the wheel route.
Yeah, got to take a shot. It's set up perfectly.
2nd down and 3, and they will not get the first down. A yard and a half, and this has quickly turned into an absolute rock fight.
I mean, it's been like following the same script on both sides.
Oh, it didn't turn into one. It's been one from the jump.
It's a pretty decent gain on first down. Nothing on 2nd and short, and now it's 3rd and short or 3rd and manageable.
They were throwing pebbles earlier, and now they're throwing boulders.
You like defense, though. There's a pretty good ball game on.
3rd down and 2 at the 33. Beaufort in motion, inside handoff to Thompson.
Second effort,
get the first down on 2nd effort.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Got hit behind the line of scrimmage, kept his feet moving.
By the way, I do like Torian Riggins. He comes in, he's 5'8", 215, number 22. He'll be your tailback here, kind of your bruiser now with Jaheim Merriweather out. He had a nice run there at the end of the first half.
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
You know, Parrott this year's averaged about 8 yards a carry. He hasn't really done it tonight as they'll go back to
look at that. Keep them legs churning.
Inside handoff.
Riggins carries. Broda on the stop.
And tough running by Riggins.
Gain of 5.
Don't call me John.
It's 2nd and 5.
Well, our thanks to E2 Sports for their support of, they're our official apparel provider for Rivalry Thursday, OEB Playoff Friday, the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase. For all of your apparel needs, we encourage you to give them a call at E2 Sports. Inside handoff, and once again, a 3rd down and short coming up.
Bearden is taking Farragut's game plan for the first half and
Purvis on the stop. Gain of 4 on the play.
Churning it out. Pellets flying.
See, I'm sorry. I'm going to be a broken record. Right here, I'm going to play fake and take a shot. I mean, at some point, you got to do something. I know you're going to hand off and get the first down.
Yeah, I'm not taking the shot on 3rd and 1.
You got to go win this game.
I hear you, but on 3rd and short, I'm giving it to the guy that looks like Tim Riggins out there.
Yeah, I hear you 100%.
What?
But I do not agree with you on that particular down. Now, right here, 2nd down, sure.
Or if you get a gain of 7 or 8 and it's 2nd and short.
Yeah.
That's when you take the shot.
First down and 10. There's that pass play. They'll get it to Beaufort. And a gain of 6 yards.
It's an extension of the running game.
Yeah, at this point it is. You had Kershaw Smith, who looked like he beat the block again, but Beaufort made a move on him. Yeah, got too wide.
Corey Beaufort is a sophomore as the clock goes under 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Handoff up the middle, Riggins.
Yeah, he's running well this drive.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with him for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Run the hot hand.
First down, Bulldogs.
Good blocking up front. Just enough to skip through.
Five and a half to go, 3rd quarter. Handoff up right tackle to Riggins on the 8th play of the drive.
Riggins carries.
And it looks like they're going to the bruiser now late in the game.
He'll take a step out, and back in comes Jason Thompson.
Yeah, at that point, you probably do need a breather. You've got the football the last couple of plays. And Bearden had one of those lengthy drives in the first half, Mark. Got another one here to begin the 2nd half, or midway through the 3rd quarter.
2nd down and 7 as the clock continues to run at 4:44 to go. And he'll hand off again off left tackle to Thompson. And another 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, Thompson, that was his 18th carry of the night. He's got just under 40 yards. Riggins, who's been the workhorse of this drive, 6 carries, 35 yards. And I would assume that's all on this drive right here for Riggins.
3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Thompson is back in there. And they'll hand off to Thompson. And he will get the first down. Casey Funderburg doing a lot of Jason Thompson.
Yeah, and Austin, earlier in the first quarter, you talked about how Jason Thompson has had to be the bruiser, but also the lightning with Merriweather being out. And he said he credits last week's performance against Hardin Valley to the energy that the team brought him. When Merriweather went down, he knew he had to step up his game because his teammates are like, hey, just give it everything you got. And that led to him scoring 3 touchdowns in that game.
That was problematic.
I tell you what, it is nice to have a
Good ball. Encroachment. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty.
He's going to say something.
It's nice to have a sideline reporter who pays attention during the broadcast. Know what was said. We've not had that the last several years.
It's going to be a diss on me. And of course, I knew it.
Yeah, you could tell by the look on his face. First down and 5, inside handoff. Thompson off left tackle, down inside the 15.
Thompson carries. Brodo on the stop.
20th carry of the evening. It's a first down carry. Chains are moving.
Offensive line's blocking like they're ready to eat. They're ready to eat.
Right up the gut, down to the 1-yard line. First down and goal for Bearden on that run. Once again, Thompson and the Bulldogs knocking on the door.
Yeah, play number 12. They're going to punch it in here.
Yeah, 53, though, is hurt.
First and goal, Bearden.
First down and goal at the 1. Got the crease route there. And they'll hand off inside. Touchdown.
Now Thompson gets up.
That ain't good.
It's a cramp.
Looks like a cramp. 13-7 with the extra point to come, the all-important extra point. Watch the touchdown here. Thompson off right tackle, and he will beat the defender who was in the backfield quickly, Kent Carball.
Yeah, he was coming off the edge there. I'll tell you what.
It's a statement drive right there by Bearden.
It was, absolutely. It took everything out of him for that one drive, but you punched it in the end zone, taking a lead in this football game. Just great running on that drive for both Torian Riggins and Jason Thompson, who punched it in.
Extra point, awfully important. Daniel Kenny is the junior. And it is up and it is good. Slides in 14-7, a 12-play, 75-yard drive. Took 5:32, and the light show is in full effect.
Bearden 14, Farragut 7.
Blue 2020 F-150 41,990. Hut. Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. Only at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive.
Thanks to Ted Russell Ford, $500 going to homeschool. That being Bearden High School tonight as the Bulldogs take a 14-7 lead. Thanks to Ted Russell Ford. How about that beautiful Ford F-350 truck down there that drags that production unit around. Thompson running around. Casey Funderburg down on the sideline. Casey.
Yeah, guys, I have a former Bearden running back with me, Barry Linson, who is also on track to do 3 million push-ups in a year. He already has done 2 million. He has the world record. So talk about that. How did you get into breaking the world record for push-ups?
Well, I started doing push-ups with F3, and so each day they would say submit as many push-ups you could do throughout the day, and so this is nothing but a God feat. It's all God in this. So I started doing these push-ups today, and I start every day, and I started averaging 1,680 push-ups a day.
What?
And so then my best friend JJ McCleskey was like, I think you can do 1 million push-ups. And so in 21, I started averaging 3,500 push-ups a day. My motto is if you can believe it, you can achieve it. It's all a mindset. Quitters never win, winners never quit. Rinse and repeat 7 days a week. So hit 2,670,000 push-ups in 22. average 7,319 push-ups a day. And so this is my 976 consecutive day. And I'm on track to do 3 million push-ups. My mindset is rinse and repeat 7 days a week. So right now I'm averaging 9,150 push-ups a day. My brand is discipline plus motivation equals progress. It's not the motivation it's the discipline. You know what I'm saying? Getting up and embracing myself and doing it when I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't feel good, but I'm on track. You know what I'm saying? When you're prepared, you're successful. And so I practice this until I can't get it wrong. And I haven't got in Guinness Book of World Records, but I am the first man to do 2 million push-ups in the United States. I'm the first man in the state of Tennessee with God. This is God. God first and I am last. I hit 1 million in 21 and 2 million in 22, and I'm on track to hit 3 million. Nobody's never done that. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I'm saying? When I motivate the football team, my alma mater, I always say dogs don't eat with cats and dogs don't bark at bar cars. Even the hammer, you the nail. And I come to dominate. So you know what I'm saying? I'm prepared to do this.
No off days.
Well, thank you so much. I'm already tired listening to how many push-ups you do in a day. But thank you so much, and thanks for the word of wisdom.
Awesome. Tell Barry to drop it and give us 10.
That's hilarious. All right, good talk, Russ. That's a lot of push-ups.
More than anything, that was a lot of numbers being thrown around right there. I mean, we couldn't follow that.
Yeah, I'm with Casey. I was tired just listening to it.
We didn't have 4.5 GPAs. Right?
Second down and 7 off left tackle, and it will bring up a very important 3rd down and 5.
I thought we went into a Friday Frenzy preview there for a second.
Okay.
No
3rd down and 5.
No filter. No filter.
Zero filter.
No filter.
You know?
Yeah, I just say what everybody else is thinking.
No one was thinking that.
Everybody was thinking
Nobody was thinking that.
By the way, 3rd down here for Farragut.
3rd down and 5.
Big one.
2:08 to go, 3rd quarter. At 8:48. And they will play fake and look to throw. Under duress and going to be taken down. A flag comes in.
It's going to be a holding. That play should stand.
In the area of holding back at the 18.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding. Huge sack on 3rd down.
Holding. Offense number 60. Penalties decline. 4th down.
Yeah, a big stop for Bearden right there on a 3rd down and 5.
You want to talk about all the momentum going down there, scoring, coming out here, 3 and outs. Rocky Brown coming off the edge there, finishing, getting home. You're going to get the football back. You've got the lead. 3rd quarter's going down. It's a loud house right now here in Bearden.
At this rate, we'll be calling master control at WKNX, the Knox, and saying there's no way we'll make it to 10 because it is 8:49, and when Bearden gets the full football back, they're going to Tom Brady it and take the air out of it.
It's 4th and Nick and Jay's. Here we go.
4th down and 13. Punt is away. Beaufort gets his hands on it back at the 45, right up the gut, and will be, drops the football, and comes back up with it right at midfield.
Beaufort on the return, recovers his own fumble.
Been a couple fumbles in this game. They come right back to the ball carrier. Right back to the ball carrier.
It's like they're playing with a basketball.
Gray Hodge is giving $1,000 to the visiting school, that being Farragut High School. That's Charlie Morgan and all the good folks at Gray Hodges, employee-owned. By the way, tomorrow night, BBB TV 12 will have a pretty good match. Look at Charlie back there in the background, happy as
all the fans left.
Yeah, they weren't here. But anyway, tomorrow night, BBB 12 TV, as they will have Oak Ridge and Clinton. There's the game tomorrow night. Big news coming from the home of the Wildcats.
Oak Ridge, the legend's back. Joe Gaddis back walking the sidelines. He's got those infamous Clinton pregame speeches. He'll be bringing them back out with Derek Rang. Suspended for this week. They had 3 sideline infractions last week. Coach Rang didn't do anything wrong, but the sideline did, so thus he has to miss tomorrow night. And they brought Joe Gaddis out of retirement, which means his career is not over. It didn't end at the Rivalry Showcase.
Violated.
And it will either be a spectacular end of the career with a win over Clinton, the hated team from down the road that he coached against so many times, or a loss.
Completely violated.
Whoa.
We spent the entire first Rivalry Showcase. They'll hand off right tackle. They'll get the first down inside the 40. We spent that entire Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase talking about that it was Clark Duncan's and Joe Gaddis' last game. And then Gaddis comes out of retirement for one more shot at the Dragons.
Think he still got it? year and a half later?
I think it matters.
He's like a hippopotamus, man. He may go under the water for a little while, but he always comes back out.
Right back.
Okay, here we go. First down and 10 at the 37. Parrott going to throw. Contact was a little before the football got there. No flag.
Never forget a couple years ago, it was like one of my first years doing sidelines. Joe Gaddis came up to me and he said, "Hey, my wife said that I was mean to you in an interview. I'm sorry." I thought it was funny.
Yeah. No one's laughing.
Literally nobody else is laughing. So there's a story there.
No one laughed. Second down and 10, 38. 31 seconds to go. Could this be the last play of the quarter? It might. Riggins off right tackle to the 35. And Bearden might be content to take this one all the way to the end of the quarter. And maybe for the first time ever, we are to the fourth quarter before 9 o'clock.
Before 8:53.
Looks like they will be content. 14-7. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Bearden with the football on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor, Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, and the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned. Service perfect.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
The Pre-Owned Patrol is on the scene, and we've got a huge selection of the hottest pre-owned vehicles that you've been looking for. We have over 45 pre-owned trucks in inventory starting as low as $23,995 to get you ready for tailgating. We have over 29 third-row SUVs that's got plenty of room for your family. Whatever it is you're looking for, the Pre-Owned Patrol's got it.
Nick and Jacob stockpiled a massive selection of clean, low-mileage pre-owned vehicles. Come and see them today.
The Pre-Owned Patrol is here for you at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Hello, and welcome to Nickel State Farm. Since 1980, it has been our pleasure to serve Knoxville and Tennessee, recover from accidents, and prepare for their future. Do what's right for your family today. Call or text us at 947-6560.
And the fourth quarter is brought to you by Pilot Company, and a very important fourth quarter. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg. Casey?
Coach, 1 quarter left, up by 1 touchdown. How can you keep Farragut out of the red zone and hold on to this lead?
we got to finish our drive here, and our defense is just doing a great job. They just got to get off the field on third down, and outside of that, we got to keep winning the line of scrimmage. We want to come out in the third quarter, punch them in the mouth. We got to win this fourth quarter, and we'll win the ball game.
Thanks, Coach.
And we hope it's a long fourth quarter because we have to fill till 10 o'clock. Barry and Eric Kane are going to do a push-up challenge in the post-game show.
Well, that'll take about 30 seconds of our time.
Hey, do what I can for the broadcast.
3rd down and 7. Handoff off right tackle. Riggins going to be taken down.
What a play. Jack Alley again.
You don't want to meet him in an alley.
Okay.
4th down and 7. They're going to go for it here. Maybe it's 6.
4th down.
It's a long 6. And you really limit yourself in what you can call here because
I am pinning Farragut deep if I'm Bearden.
I mean, but if you miss, you're getting like a net
30 yards. And 30 yards for Farragut tonight. It's about 7 plays.
Saying if you miss, you go into the end zone, you're getting 13 yards on the play.
Clock runs. They're going to run to the end, and they're going to take a delay of game and then punt. Take a break and a break. Aqua Clear.
Families, I want to tackle one of the biggest problems going on in America in families right now. It's people on the bottle. Bottled water. Bottled water's everywhere. I see people lugging jugs, old ladies, young ladies, everybody carrying these cases of bottled water out there about to hurt their back, and then it comes in your house, your garage is covered in bottles, and then your trash can's full of bottles, and then laying around everywhere is half-used bottles. It's time to get off the bottle and get an award-winning Connecticut reverse osmosis system from Aqua Clear Water Systems. You can make 20 gallons a day of better than bottled water. We can hook your refrigerator up so you have super, super pure water, and the ice tastes fabulous. Your coffees and teas are going to be wonderful. It'll be one of the best things you've ever done for your health and your house. Give Aqua Clear a call. Aqua Clear will change your water. It'll change your life.
And the ball bounces into the end zone, almost pinned Farragut deep at the 1. And I understand what you're saying.
I mean, that was close. It was close. What an effort there. And if they would have gotten that, that would have been incredible. But you lose 13 yards.
Well, if you have a student who is preparing for the ACT, make sure you think of Coons Cram Course. UTK had over 40,000 applications, 10,000 accepted. You got to have a great ACT score, and the training they'll give you at Coons Cram Course could make a huge difference. Got some classes coming up. $25 off a checkout if you say Rivalry 20. CoonsCramCourse.com. 11:03 to go in the 4th quarter. Duncan throws this one out to Davila, and he'll be slung out at the 24-yard line.
Duncan's pass complete to Davila.
Take a look at the 3rd quarter stats, brought to you by OEB Law. What jumps out and grabs you?
The rushing yards in that 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
And time of possession. If you go back to time of possession at the end of the 1st quarter, and Joe would have that stat, it was drastically in Farragut's favor, and now it's 3.5 minutes to Bearden's favor.
It was almost a 6-play or 6-minute scoring drive for Bearden in the 3rd quarter.
Handoff off left tackle. Nice job of the Bearden defensive backs stepping up to make that tackle.
Yeah, Cody Cloud coming in for the safety position. Really nice play.
Quincy Hodge, linebacker. And a 3rd down and 7.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd
By the way, one thing, if I'm the Farragut coach, is I'm telling Drummy, if you're running to the left, put the ball in the left hand. Don't hold it in your right hand so they can get to it.
Yeah.
Third down and 7. 2 receivers top of your screen for Cam Duncan, the senior quarterback. Has his time. Looks to throw. Sings this one across the middle. Incomplete. And the Admirals will be forced to punt.
And it's unfortunate. He had time. The offensive line held up, did a great job. It looked like you might have had Drummy as a dump off that maybe could have got you something, but good defense there in the secondary by Bearden.
I'm really thrown off. Brian Rice just called him Davila down here on the sports animal. So, I mean, I don't know what we're calling.
Well, Brian and I both were talking about it before the game, and he didn't know, so.
Holy, talk about throwing your cohort under the bus.
Hey, he'd do the same to me.
4th down and 7. Watch the snap. Good snap. And they'll punt it away. Burnett punts it to the dance team. And this will give Bearden good field position. Flag comes in. Great field position.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're about to get Robbie Jacobs for 15 yards for extracurriculars after the play.
Goes out of bounds. The marker on
So it went out of bounds at the 40. If they get 15 yards, it's taking it to the 25.
I mean, you're in the red zone. You're almost there. Goodness gracious. Living on this side of the field so far.
By the way, the one official there is like the Joe Ossovet doppelganger. The one that's facing us.
Yeah. It's the athletic director at West.
They played Joe Ossovet in the Heritage tomorrow
After
night.
the play, personal foul. Number 1, kicking team. 15 yards from the dead ball spot. First down.
So the football will be at the 25.
15 yards.
Maybe we could get them together to take a picture.
You run over there tomorrow.
Takes over.
You going to the game tomorrow night?
No, we'll spend the night with my girls. The next Friday night, I'll be at Bradley Central at Farragut to see one Boo Carter.
10:07 to go in the fourth quarter.
Plus, I can watch more games from my couch. Diamond clear.
Thompson off left tackle to the outside, and he'll be slung down for a loss of 1.
Farragut's got to come up big like they did to start the second half when Bearden got that onside kick. They've got to get a huge defensive stop here. You know, and truthfully, just if you get to a first down or close to a first down, the field goal at that point becomes, mid-30s. Not 54 like you attempted at the end of the first half.
And Kenny this year 2 for 3 on field goals.
40 and 43 yards.
40 and 43, 13 of 14 extra points, so it's pretty accurate. Inside handoff to Thompson, although Farragut ripping at the football, trying to get a turnover.
Right now it'd be about 41 yards.
Bryce Thompson, again, coming off the edge, staying tight, squeezing down and making the play from the backside. I mean, it's going to be a 3rd and 9.5.
Farragut has been here before. I'll remind you that against Dobbins, Bennett, and Powell, they were down in the fourth quarter.
Cardiac kids, yeah.
Finally kind of turned the quarterback loose, and then all of a sudden he turned into Roger Staubach running around.
Farragut, big reason why I was off to a rough start on Pickham's there at the beginning of the year.
3rd down and 9. What a play here for Farragut's defense. And they will bring pressure. Parrott running for his life. Turns, throws, almost intercepted.
Man.
Football was tipped, and that close to coming up with it was Carbaugh. That was that close to a pick 6.
Yeah. And he would have been going too. There's nobody over there.
They'll bring on the field goal unit. Watch this. Parrott rolls right. It's tipped, and Carbaugh tries to get there but just can't because Riggins is in his way.
Is that Jack Alley that tipped the ball? Somebody off the edge right there.
Left hash from 41 yards, actually 42. This would be 1 yard shy of his season best.
Locked in.
Locked in. Look out! Admirals are going to take this one to the house. Landon Collins all the way. 14-13 extra point to come. There are no flags. That was a field goal away from Bearden, salting this one away legitimately with what Farragut has not been able to do offensively, and now an extra point ties it.
Second blocked field goal of the game right there in front. Trying to get a number right there. I think it might have been Landis Davila with the block. And Landon Collins scoop and score all the way in this game. Brand new ballgame.
Younger brother of Braden, the all-important extra point to tie it. It's high school football. The kick is up.
Oh, it snuck through, barely.
Through,
wow.
And we are tied. Unreal. 8:28 to go to see who takes a big step towards the playoffs on Rivalry Thursday.
It's in the over.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harrison Construction.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Jim Pope. and I'm located in Morristown, Tennessee. I've been helping people manage the risk of everyday life for the last 35 years. So stop by my office in Morristown, call me at 423-581-9390, or click in at jimpope.net.
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
That Commercial Bank salutes the stripes. There he is, Josh Briscoe. As you said, makes the drive over.
Makes the drive over. Not from Gallenberg, not from Morristown or Oneida or Loudon. He makes a drive from South Carolina every week. He works in South Carolina, but made the commitment to, here in the Knoxville crew for the next couple of years. So he will eventually transition to being on a crew in South Carolina. But
former Tennessee wide receiver.
That's right.
You can write that off.
Committed to the teams here. Well, the game's tied at 14. Legitimately was that close to being a 17-7 game, and Farragut has manufactured themselves. They faked a punt. They've got the block kick, a couple of fourth down conversions. They've manufactured a tie.
Well, they've sold something in film, obviously, on field goal team, and they put a block together. They got 2 tonight.
I mean, Doucette was out there trying to tackle kids. Football bounces up. Here comes Beaufort, and he will be buried back at this 18-yard line.
You don't want to meet him in an alley.
Yeah, waiting on it. There it is. Got a couple of collisions in the game. Nominees now at this point. Spins right into it. Fumbles initially, gets it, he's looking upfield, spins, bam.
Yeah, the worst is when you spin right into a face mask.
Well, by the way, they'll put it at the 20. They'll say that the point of contact was the 20-yard line.
Point of contact, it's where the ball carrier went down. That was 5 yards after making contact.
Simply calling what I see in front of me.
That's your fault,
Eric Kane. 8:22 to go, tied at 14. Inside handoff to Thompson, right up the middle, taken down from behind. And close to first down yardage.
They're saying first down, move the chains. They gave him the 30.
Thompson tonight, he came in at 464 on the season with Jaheim Merriweather out. He's at 95 yards. Thompson is a sophomore on 27 carries. Make that 28 carries, 5 yards would get him to 100, and he will maybe get it.
He sidestepped the tackle that would have got him at the line of scrimmage. He's a good back. You can just tell he's got good vision. He's got good burst. He's tough. He's patient. Only a sophomore. We've mentioned a couple times tonight. No wonder he's got a couple of nice offers. Power 5, and that'll only grow the next couple of years.
Call it a gain of 4. Feels like a playoff atmosphere because it is. Farragut showing pressure. They'll bring it right up the middle. Once again, no reason to respect the pass, and they won't.
Thompson carries.
Out to the 36, and it'll be 3rd and 4.
I mean, you got to get this first down, but if you're Bearden, you need to hit Farragut with some play action.
What do you do if you're Farragut's defense?
Keep selling off the run.
Load the box.
Yeah, load the box.
And I don't mean that to be a dumb question, but what I'm saying is at some point in time, he's going to play fake and throw downfield. I mean, you keep selling out, take the chance.
Until you do that and complete it, absolutely.
And there's Riggins, and they're not going to get it. Game tackle at the 37.5-yard line, 38. It's a 4th and 2.
It's 3rd and 5, and that's your play. And I understand you may be setting up 4th down, but I mean,
It's
You setting up 4th down at your own 38-yard line with 6.5 minutes to go in a tie game?
I wouldn't do it, but why are you running that play on 3rd and 5? I mean, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sending the punt team out.
If you're a defense, you just go and sell out to stop that run like you did.
I'm telling you right now, this game's going to overtime.
This is great for us. 5th punt of the night.
Joe McNish just collapses like this is some big deal.
We've all been talking.
We got to fill to 10 o'clock anyway, whether it's overtime or us up here just yakking on the postgame show. 4th down and 2. We'll punt this one away. Beautiful, beautiful punt.
That's gorgeous.
And they'll get out of the way. And look at this bounce. Ooh, down to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Everything about that was pretty.
56 yards if I've got it right. 54 yards.
Goes out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, if you need workout equipment, there's no reason to buy new equipment when you can buy it for pennies on a dollar at Dynabody. The showroom is stocked full still today in Blount County. Swing by and talk to Heavy about it, or look them up online, Dynabody.com. There's boxes right there. They do have some new stuff. They've got used stuff at Dynabody, and that is in Maryville. 5:54 to go in the 4th quarter. And for Farragut, I think the goal is, can you just get to the 30-yard line? Because you've got to flip the field.
Wow, what a play. Ross Elder, goodness gracious.
And it's the same dilemma. Farragut's got to prove to Bearden they're going to throw the football down here.
And after the last basically shank by the Farragut punter, if you can force them into a 3-and-out here,
well, that's what I just
you're going
said.
to get great field position.
That's what I just said. Farragut's goal has got to just be to get to the 30.
Yeah, I mean,
just get out of jail. You don't want to punt and give Bearden a short field.
Especially with 4 minutes to go.
5:21 to go. They'll go off left tackle, following blockers. And a gain tackle at the 14-yard line, pushing forward to the 15. It will bring up a 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd and 4. You're backed up deep in your own territory. You have a combined 21 pass attempts by both of these quarterbacks. You've got to put the ball in the air here.
It's 3rd and 5.
Or even have the quarterback roll out and run for it.
Have the option.
There's an injury at the 21. And this would be the time of the game for Crampy.
That is Rocky Brown.
Brown, a sophomore linebacker. A lot of sophomores on this Bearden team.
Yeah, they're going to be set up for years to come. Rocky Brown looks like a cramp. He's made a couple of highlight reel plays tonight on defense.
Well, if you'd like to support the initiative that is the NIL at Tennessee,
hold your phone up, take a picture.
Yeah, what you'll say? Be a member of the volunteer club, by the way. You'll have access to things like the tailgates before games and the party that they had at Neyland Stadium this past Saturday, which was a huge success by Spire Sports and Volunteer Club the night at Neyland.
Huge meet and greet with Hunter Badur this weekend.
Where?
At the tailgate. He'll be taking pictures, signing autographs.
All you got to do if you're watching home is put that phone up right there to that QR code.
Yeah, what is it? I said click on the QR code, and y'all both corrected me.
Yeah, well, you put your Snapchat or your camera, whatever it is, you just put it up there to that QR code, then a link's going to pop up, and then you can click the link, Mark, and that'll send you to where you need to go.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're kind of halfway right.
Hey, I have progressed. There was a time where I looked at it and said,
don't let facts get in the way of a good story, Hurricane. I mean, he didn't even know what a QR code was last year, 2 years ago, whatever it was.
I remember. It was 2 years ago.
He went to one of the restaurants during COVID, and they said, here's the QR code on the table, and he was like, oh.
It was either that or not knowing how cornhole works.
Okay. I had to have my friend Barry Volton text me and go, it's a QR code, idiot.
I saw Nicolas Cage try to figure one of these things out in National Treasure.
3rd down and 4 at the 15-yard line, 4:59 to go. They'll go inside handoff. They won't go anywhere. Wow. Neither team will throw the football.
Trey Denard, a nice hit in the backfield.
When you're backed up like this, I don't mind not throwing the football. When you're at midfield or around it, maybe it changes a little bit for me.
I'm with you, Mark. I mean, I would
got to go get the first down.
I would roll the quarterback out, try to throw something towards the sideline and run it. I mean, give yourself an opportunity.
This is the 6A level, man. Beaufort is sitting in midfield in a game that is a playoff game. You got to go win the game.
Think of this field position you're about to get potentially.
Sixth punt. The fourth one this half. Good snap. Well, they need a good one. A high hanging punt. And look out here. Oh, it's hitting all kinds of people.
Get away from the ball. What is that kid doing?
Well, his teammate is pushing him away from the ball.
What's he doing?
Well, the second of our 2 scholar athletes of the night brought to you by Patriot Home Care. Preston Gould, a senior, 3.87 GPA from Bearden. Congratulations to that young man. Our Patriot Home Care scholar athlete of the game.
Mark was holding his phone up. The Bulldog's not a QR code.
It's not even funny. Why? Eric is laughing at you just because you're like his superior with ball cross.
No, because
Are you a superior?
I knew what
Eric
he was
likes
about
to laugh. He likes to laugh.
I knew what he was about to do. I've been around him long enough. I knew what he was about to do. I knew he was going to say that.
I've been around him long enough.
4:12 to go. Bearden gets the football on the Farragut side of the field at the 45. Admirals will sell out. Thompson to the outside, and he won't make it to the outside. No gain on the play.
Thompson carries.
Caro again. Nice stop. Car ball as well. 2nd and 10.
Torian Riggins back in.
Look at that clock. It's near 3:45 now.
3:45 to go. Inside handoff to Riggins. Riggins will just move the pile.
Look at him keep moving all the way. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and a 3rd down and 4, maybe even 3.5 in what would be for sure 4-down territory at this point.
I don't know about that. Would you go for it right here? You would, because you, again, would run a trick play on every play.
No, I would not.
I would
I'm
not.
just saying,
I would punt it away, play with my defense.
If it's 4th down and 3 right here.
The fact that neither team has put the ball in the air, I would go for it.
Let's see what happens.
But also, you got a kicker that's got a leg on it, but they had 2 blocks over it.
3rd down and 4. Inside handoff to Riggins. Not going to matter. He's going to get the first down.
I don't know.
Well, let's see.
Spot's about a yard short.
Well,
Riggins carries.
nope, 4th down and short.
I do think they'll go for it here on 4th and 1. I don't think they would have went on 4th and 3.
Side judge on the near side had it short. And a timeout will be taken now by Farragut on a 4th down
timeout
and
too.
1. Well, our thanks to Ann and JP at One Day Signs and Banners. 865-525-5474 as they professionally handle all of our signs. And by the way, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give kudos to the Bearden and Farragut crowd because they have forever been a disappointment when it came to Rees Across America. Okay? They legitimately have. So I called them out last week, and I said, I expect you to come and support Rees Across America next week. Not that anybody paid attention, but that crowd right there should have done well, and they did tonight. $1,700.
Good job.
For Rees Across America. And that is awesome, which means that there are going to be more wreaths on the gravestones of our veterans this Christmas. And that is great. Thank you to the fans of Bearden and Farragut and all of you in East Tennessee. 4th down and 1. Farragut is loading up the box, and Thompson will get the first down. Look out! Thompson in the secondary. He will score. 2:36 to go. 20-14. The Bulldogs go for it on 4th down and cash in big.
Worst case scenario, but / maybe the best case scenario, because now your offense will get the ball back and have a chance.
Yeah.
If they go down and bleed it dry, you don't have a chance.
Here's the deal. Duncan has been here before, but Farragut sold out, and they left a crease, and Thompson made them pay.
I was going to say right there, the speed, the breakaway speed that burst through the hole, and then the top-end speed to get away from the defense. That is why he's a different type of athlete. He'll be playing on Saturdays at a high level.
2:36 to go. All-important extra point. It is good. New score. Bulldogs 21, Admirals 14, 2:36 to go. And I'll say it again, they've been here before twice. Cam Duncan passed the test against Dobbins-Bennett. He did it against Powell. He's going to have to do it a third time. Thompson tonight, 31 carries, 137, now 3 touchdowns. Definitely the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP if the score holds.
Yeah, I mean, that run game's been great, obviously, for Bearden all night with Thompson. But even when Riggins has been in there, that first scoring drive of the third quarter, I mean, he was the workhorse there. It's been a nice option, obviously. Kind of been one-dimensional offense here tonight so far, and it's looked good. They have the lead.
Sent down to Casey Funderburg down on the sideline. Casey, a little excitement down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement. I'm over here on the Bearden sideline. I don't know if you guys noticed Thompson when he ran off the field. He basically ran to the end of the track and ran all the way up here behind the sideline being tackled by his teammates, and they have not brought down the energy since that touchdown, so it's pretty hype over here.
They're jumping around right now. You can see them from up here in the press box. I would too. What a play.
They found out how much they donated to Reads Across America, and they are excited.
Yeah, that's great. $1,700. I'm super happy tonight with that. Into the end zone, and here comes Farragut. They have been the cardiac kids this year. This has been the story of their season.
I'm putting you both on the spot. Do you guys remember how much time was on the clock in those 2 comeback wins?
Packer would have been at those games.
I was at both of them. I know Powell was a 4th and 17 with 14 seconds to go.
I mean, like when they started the drive. When they started the drive.
Not exactly, but it was about this point.
Okay, yeah, which is enough time. Not a lot, but it's certainly enough time to move it down the field.
It was about where they are. And then all of a sudden, like I say, he just turned into Hendon Hooker. So here they go. Intercepted! And Bearden will go down at the 24-yard line. That ball bounced a couple of times, and Bearden comes up with the interception.
Ethan Corbetier with the interception. Off about 3 deflections. Tip drill is in session, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Duncan threw that one into a lot of traffic. And when the first guy got his hand on the ball and bounced it up in the air,
yeah, I lost it.
Then all of a sudden it just bounced like a volleyball.
Might be a celebration.
The result of the play is a turnover. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7. 15 yards to the dead ball spot, first down.
So at this point, Farragut has
2
timeouts left. So they may still get the football back, but watch the pass here. Where are you throwing the ball?
Yeah, there's maroon jerseys all over the place.
Look like Plinko. Thought we were playing the Price is Right there.
Yes. So 2:28 to go. Parrott asking the crowd to be quiet. How many high school games do you see the quarterbacks? I want everybody to be quiet here.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Inside handoff to Riggins off left tackle.
Ball protection here. So key.
Farragut will not call a timeout there, but obviously will after the next play with only 2 left. A first down here would legitimately salt it away. Clock under 2. Play clock at 12. Play clock at 5. And they'll snap it now. Inside handoff to Riggins, and he will carry the pile and close to first down yardage. A couple of yards short. A 3rd down and 2, and there's the timeout. So you have 1 play if you're Farragut to get the stop. Pilots High School Heroes, the 5th quarter coming up right after this one. Our 6-star MVP. Gee, I wonder who that's going to be. The drive of the game, the Joe Newberg collision of the game, our picks of the week. If you feature stories sprinkled in the post-game show tonight.
We're going Pilots High School Heroes old school. We'll need the kids from Carter, Sevier County. Head your weight now.
Come join us live, because we will be making it to 10 o'clock tonight. It's 9:26.
I really think a push-up competition between Eric and Barry Lamar Linson would be huge.
Well, if he's doing like $900,000 a month or something like that, I mean.
You said that Eric would take 30 seconds.
Yeah,
for me, it'd be 3. 3 seconds, I'd be gone.
We need paramedics. But here's your game. 3rd down and 2. More like a yard and a half. And they'll hand off inside, and they'll get the first down, and it will salt it away. Bulldogs with the first down. Farragut has 1 timeout left, and that will salt it away. And now Farragut finds their backs against the wall, going 0-2 in region play with Bradley Central coming next week, and they finish the season at Maryville.
Yeah, that Maryville game, depending on how Maryville and Bearden play out next week, very well could be for the 4 seed.
It could be.
If Maryville loses to Bearden next week, it's likely going to be for the 4 seed, unless Maryville can beat Cleveland.
Now, conventional wisdom tells me I'll take Maryville at home against Bearden. Because, and you see some photos here, DHIL photos, great job by Dustin Hilbelink. Young guy that handles all of the social media. Look at the crowd in the background. Great shot right there. In for the touchdown. Has done a really, really nice job. Support this young man at DHIL.photos. Hey, look, I'm going to be real honest. Bearden gets the win tonight. But those defensive coaches at Maryville, they're as good a coaching staff as there is. Bearden going over to Maryville. Bearden's going to have to figure out how to do something else besides hand off the number 6.
Well, it's going to be another game like this. It's going to be just like this next week, because Maryville offensively, Price Davis got injured last week.
Yeah, no,
after
you're right.
the law. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
If Maryville's going to win, it's going to be 17-14, something like that.
Well, a huge win for the Bearden Bulldogs tonight as a big run at the end of the game by Jason Thompson gets the Bulldogs the win. 21-14 over their arch rivals. It felt like a playoff game. It really was a playoff game. And for Bearden, they take a big step towards the playoffs. 31 carries, 137, 3 touchdowns for Jason Thompson, who will be our Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. And we'll grab Josh Jones over for a post-game interview after he speaks to his team.
We'll get Darian Stone to let him preview Clinton Anderson County, since he's one of the Bearden assistants.
Well, there they are down there. Hey, Casey.
Hey guys, Jason, congratulations on the win. How do you feel right now?
I feel great. I ain't never felt better.
You had to step up last week after Merriweather got hurt. You stepped up. You had 3 touchdowns last week. You had 3 touchdowns tonight. Just walk us through your mindset in tonight's game.
I've been pumped all week, but I'm sad that he got hurt, but I'm knowing I have to step up. That's all people have been telling me. I have to step up as a player and just win us the game.
How have your teammates helped you step up and just motivated you?
I've been nervous like all week, knowing I'm in a big position to help the team. Everybody just been lifting me up. That's it.
When you guys were coming into the 4th quarter, you're up 1 touchdown. Farragut ties it up. When you guys came back out on offense, what was that huddle like? What was said? Because obviously you know, hey, we need a score here.
We were just pumping up the O-line that whole time, telling them that they just have to push so we can get in the end zone.
What's next for this team?
Hopefully a state championship.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's a big win for that team.
It's huge. I mean, you obviously got the win over Hardin Valley. Now you get the win over Farragut. They've still got some big ones down the stretch.
Sure,
obviously, Bradley Central to close. But they still got to play Maryville and Cleveland.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that we talked about, Jefferson County's already wrapped up 1-6A because they beat Dobbins-Bennett at Science Hill. So essentially, Spencer Riley and the Patriots will be the number 1 seed, waiting for who comes as the number 4 seed out of this region. That team's going to be a pretty good football team, being a number 4 seed out of that region.
You're right, they are. But Jefferson County, playing really good football. They'll get them at home. And again, you're the 4, there's a reason you're the 4. And that's what you have to kind of talk to your team about heading into a game like that.
You know, what's interesting is when we set the schedule this year for Rivalry Thursday, Jefferson County at Farragut is a game that we looked at. It's a fall break game. Didn't really know what we were going to get in that game. It's a non-region game. I get all that.
You could, in theory, get that rematch just a few weeks later.
I was just about to say, that could be a playoff preview. Now, Farragut's going to have to get some – they're going to have to get some work done.
They do. Next week is huge.
They have to beat either Maryville
or Bradley.
They've got to beat one of those two teams to get in the postseason.
That's correct, and we'll see if they can do it.
Yep, and that's the challenge for them. For Josh Jones, there's Morgan Schinlever and Tony Budnick down there, and Tony's working on getting Josh over for us for the interview. Let's take a look at the Joe Newberg collision of the game as Eddie Courtney talks to his team and has them understand that there's a lot of football left to play. With the Joe Newberg collision of the game right there.
Big hit by big number 50. Ethan Hill comes through and lays the hit on the Farragut running back. One of many big hits in this football game.
You know, this Bearden team, you look at them, they're 3-2 now. And the
they
two
could
losses,
easily be 5-0.
But they really could be, because the game we had on the LMU Kickoff Classic to start the season against West, they were up 10-0 going to the fourth quarter, and then West came back to win 14-10. They had the football at the 1-yard line at Alcoa, up 13-10, and then fumble, and then Alcoa goes down and wins 17-13. So 3-2, but could be 5-0.
Yeah, and again, still plenty to work on. I mean, offensively, they've got to continue to try to get more momentum in the passing game.
Yeah. All right, let's head down. Casey Funderburg is with Josh Jones, who looks worn out.
Coach, congratulations on the win. What was said in the huddle before that last touchdown?
It was mano-a-mano, man up, and punch them in the mouth, and let's try to continue the drive. You know, we didn't know it was going to be a score, but hey, you take it, right?
And that's exactly what you said in that fourth quarter interview. We got to punch them in the mouth, and that's what your team did.
Absolutely, that was the whole thing of the night. We wanted to be the more physical football team. Take care of the football. We'll usually win.
Jason Thompson has really stepped up last week with the injury to Merriweather, and now this week. Yep. What does he mean to this program?
Jason, man, he's just got it. He's a sophomore, 15-year-old kid. I love that young man. He's a baller. He's tough as nails. Put on over 20 pounds this offseason. He's bigger, faster, stronger, and he's running behind his pads. And as you've seen tonight, he can be electric now.
Josh, when you look at your team, you're playing a lot of young kids, a lot of sophomores.
Yep.
You lost those two leads in those first two games. Then tonight, you kind of have that adversity with the blocked field goal where they return it for the touchdown. What'd you see in your kids' eyes on the sideline that made you think, okay, we can still go and win this football game?
They still believe. You know, it's about time the close one went our way. But when it went 14-14, they blocked that field goal. You know, unfortunate. But our left guard, a sophomore actually, had a great grow-up moment. Tonrion Brazelton Shell. He said, "Coach, run behind me. I got you." And so we called some runs behind him, and we were able to get back going and get in the end zone again. And I just couldn't be more proud of our kids, man. They believed, and they fought, and we ended up making a couple more plays than they did.
Josh, I'm going to – the 500-pound gorilla in the corner of the room over here is when you were at Powell, you had Jordan Potts out there running around. You knew he could throw the football all over the lot. And you were spoiled rotten. Matt Lowe was spoiled rotten with what Jordan Potts did. He's trying to figure out at Powell, and you're having to figure it out right here from the quarterback position. You're going to have some times coming down the road you're going to have to throw the football. Can you get there?
Yes, we can, man. We work on it a lot. We can throw the football, but Coach Lowe's, I love you like a brother dog, and he's rubbed off on me a little bit. He loves to run it, and why, as he would tell you, why throw it when you can run it?
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. Josh, next week you play Maryville.
Yep.
Again, getting over the hump against a team that just does not lose a whole lot. Now, they've lost last year to Cleveland. They lost last year to Bradley.
Yep.
How much do you think the kids look at that and go, wait a minute, Superman's mortal all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I'll say about our kids in our program, they believe they don't care who they're playing. I tell them all the time that if we're playing the Green Bay Packers, we're the better football team. We're going to punch them in the mouth, and they're going to take it. So, you know, Maryville's a great program, obviously. Coach Hunt and his staff just do such a phenomenal job. So we'll celebrate this one for a short bit, and we'll get back to work next week because we got a heck of a challenge ahead of us, you know, going over there and playing.
Josh, we've talked about it. You've got a whole lot of sophomores out there. You got I mean, the future looks great for you, but there is a whole lot of understanding what it takes to win at this level.
Yep.
You think tonight taught some of those young bucks what it takes to win a rivalry playoff game like tonight?
Absolutely. You know, one thing I'll say about our young guys is they don't know any better.
Yeah.
Them jokers think they could go start at Tennessee or Florida or Alabama right now. They will compete with anyone, anytime, anywhere, and not just them, but our other guys as well. But they, you know, it's a great grow-up moment because, you know, we've had some close ones. It's no secret that we didn't find the way to win, right? And tonight we found a way to get over the hump and win the ball game in a great environment. Hats off to our student section. Holy cow! What a crowd! What an atmosphere! This is what high school football is all about.
Yeah, 100%. Josh, thanks for letting us be a part of this tonight. Congratulations on the win. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having us on.
You bet. We'll see you again soon. I have a funny feeling. Hey, you know, there's a number of teams around East Tennessee. We'll take a look at the final stats, by the way, and then we'll get to that. You know, I mean, look at the time of possession.
30 minutes. Wow.
I mean, the total yards,
first downs,
kind of took over a little bit later in the game. The rushing yards, Farragut in the second half, 0 first downs, 4 3-and-outs, 4 punts, 1 interception.
Defense, and defense.
And that's the one thing I don't know that we focused on enough was the defense for Bearden and how they swarmed and what they were able to do in the second half especially.
Gave up 0 points. And you know, if it wasn't for the blocked field goal return for a touchdown, I mean, Farragut kind of hung around. They really, you know, they hung around in a game that they were not the better team in, and they had a chance there late. Had the ball with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was Bearden.
Couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it done. Hey, one of the teams that's gotten off to a really nice start this year, and they lost last week, but William Blount, Governors have really had a special year so far. And one of the reasons is because of the play of the quarterback. He is this week's Food City player profile.
What aspect of being a quarterback is my favorite? Well, obviously, you know, getting those deep shots, you know, and getting it to the guys for a big, long touchdown. You know, those are always fun to see and be a part of, you know, obviously throwing it. To me, the definition of being a teammate is always being there for one another. When one guy comes off the field, you know, down on himself, you got to pick him back up, and just being helpful to the young guys. What NFL quarterback I base my play style on? I think that I base my style on like a Baker Mayfield or like a Johnny Manziel. I mean, but I always grew up watching those guys, and I love those guys. So I just, you know, kind of reckless, but you know, just go out there and make plays. Do I like to run or pass more? That's a funny question because, you know, freshman, sophomore year, I could not run. I just was slower than other guys, so I like to pass more. But now, you know, now that I've gotten faster and stronger, I really rely on my legs to then make a throw, you know. But, you know, it's really a tie for me, but I guess I like passing more. What part of my game do I work on the most? You know, I work on reading coverages more. The more down the schedule we go, the harder the teams get and the better the defenses get. And just reading coverages, you know, not only high school but colleges, you know, it gets me ready for that next step that I will take. My favorite memory playing with this team, William Blount, there's so many great memories, but I think the best one is probably just beating Heritage, especially 29, you know, by 1 point. Great game all around, but celebrating with these guys, you know, going 4-0, the first 4 games, just celebrating with these guys after that Heritage game.
Yeah, and I think for William Blount, you know, they got off to a nice start. They lost at Westridge a week ago, But, I mean, he's had a nice year, and congratulations to them what they've been able to do this year.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, this is a program that has not had a lot of success the last few years, and to see them kind of get back up off the mat, they're kind of like Hardin Valley. You know, you start to get some wins. You start winning, kids come out of the hallways. Oh, I want to play on this team now.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get a little spark, and Coach Reeves and the Govs can, you know, kind of maybe get some momentum in the program and get things going. And this year's just been a nice momentum-building year.
One of the big games tomorrow night will be Oak Ridge and Clinton, a game that a lot of people are looking forward to. You had a chance to sit down and visit with one of the great players over at Oak Ridge, the bruising running back, the Bulldozer.
That's right. Here at Oak Ridge with the Jarvis Dozier. Big man, you are a load to tackle. Do you ever surprise yourself with some of the guys that you run over in games, whether it be D linemen, linebackers? I mean, and I don't think they like tackling you all game long.
Yeah, some D linemen, it just like, my initial thought was I really to truck somebody. I always try to be elusive and like try to preserve myself. But like things happen and like just me running with so much force and stuff like that, it just happens. It's not really like a thing that comes to my mind of me like hit somebody, but then when it happens, like it surprised me. But at the same time, I know I'm a good running back, so it's common.
Not surprisingly, with the last name Dozier, his nickname is Bulldozer. When was the first time someone called you that, and were you like, oh, I like that?
It was like back in, I was like in elementary school. I was playing AAU for the Buccaneers, and I think it was down in Atlanta.
Hey, shout out to the Buccaneers,
yeah.
right?
It was down in Atlanta, and that's when that name popped up from my head coach.
Take me through your game. If fans haven't seen you play, what do you think they see when they watch you?
They see a very physical, a very north and south runner that can be elusive when it has to be, and that also can read the field good.
What's the one call when it comes in from the sidelines you're like, yep?
Any type of like power play, like me going like left or right up the hole, or me hitting like outside like on the edges. Some screens too. I'm running like a little screen. Like when I hit a screen, for instance, I know it's going to be at least a 50-yard, not 50-yard, but at least 20-yard play, at least every time.
Oak Ridge football. I've been doing stories there for years, and it's easy to talk about the tradition and the steps and all of that. But how much do you boys actually really recognize just kind of all that goes into being an Oak Ridge Wildcat?
A lot. Coaches integrated to us every day and stuff like that, and then stepping into the locker rooms, there's always pictures, records, trophies hanging up everywhere of just showing you like the tradition that we built and stuff like that over the years.
When you're watching football and you're watching running backs, who are you trying to emulate your game after?
In the pro level?
Oh, pro college, whoever.
Recently, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a very elusive back, kind of like different. I don't know how to say it, like different from how I play. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to step my game up by being like different in aspects. We have all-purpose back. So me seeing him play, he's very fast, very elusive, can read the field good. He's physical, but he has really good balance. So when it comes to him, as far as a new back, I like looking at. But overall, I like looking at Ezekiel Elliott overall. Even when I was little, it's like back in elementary school, and see him go to the league first 3-4 years. Even though now he's not like how he was, but at the same time, he's still like always been a good back for me.
Last year you had a really good year, but is 2023 the year of the Bulldozer?
Oh yes, sir. John Hunley, my man, he was here. We split carries, and I love that man. He's a good role model for running back, in my opinion. Off the field, on the field, in the books. So him leaving, hope he do his thing in college, but this year I feel like I'm gonna be doing my thing for sure.
All right, he's expecting a big season here out here at Oak Ridge. Talking about this guy right here, the Bulldozer of the Wildcats. Thanks, Austin. What a great report again, showing why you are the most vital part of the Rivalry Thursday team. Tomorrow night, BBB 12 takes you to Clinton, a place we'll see next Thursday night. But it's Oak Ridge and Clinton before the big Clinton-Anderson County game. This game, though, means more. It's a region game, Mark. Yeah. If Clinton wins, it doesn't matter all those non-region losses. Guess what? They're going to be the region champs.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it sets up, where they would play if they were to play in the playoffs. Can you imagine Oak Ridge and Clinton playing in the playoffs? What it would mean for that community over there?
Oh, it would be big. Of course, they'd have to get past Lenore City. Lenore City, nice win last week over Campbell County.
Improved.
But again,
yeah,
they take a huge step towards being region champs with a win tomorrow night.
I want to bring in Morgan Schinlever, the athletic director at Bearden. And Morgan, I think the reason that I will bring you in is we got to fill the 10 o'clock. Sorry. That was too easy. Okay, you're a Maryville alum. Bearden goes to Maryville next week. Your program goes over there. Is it always kind of special for you?
Yeah, I always enjoy going home.
So talk about how hard it is to win at Maryville, and why is that?
Oh, I've been coaching here at Bearden for 16 years, and I don't think we've been within 3 touchdowns of them. So it's a tall task.
When you look at this team, what impressed you tonight with the win that they were able to go and get? Because again, that blocked kick and the return, and we're tied at 14. It'd be easy to kind of doubt yourself for a group of young kids, but they kind of just got right back up and went back to work.
Well, in a 48-minute game, I got to see maybe 5 minutes of it because I was doing my roles as the game administrator with all the things behind the scene. But what I did see of it was pretty good. The kids played hard. Coach Jones got them going in the right direction, and it's always special to get a win over Bearden or over Farragut.
It's so different. I know that Bearden and Farragut mean something. Tonight was like a playoff game, though. Didn't it feel that way to you?
Yeah, I know. We'd actually talked about that today at lunch. Me and Coach Jones had lunch together, and he had said he felt like this was a must-win game with how the region looks like it's going to shape up.
Yep. And the games get bigger and bigger down the road. You guys have got the Maryville game. You still got a trip to Bradley, Cleveland. You've got to play them, and I hear their defensive line's front. So there's no rest for the weary in this region now.
Right, yeah, it's a tough region every year. A little bit of jockeying for position here and there, but it's you better be battle tested by the time you get to the playoffs.
Morgan, good to see you, my friend. Congratulations on the success you're having as athletic director. If you can just get that girls basketball program with Justin Underwood fixed,
exactly.
I think you've got a chance to have a legacy here.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Good to see you.
All right, thanks, guys.
So let's take a look at what Bearden's got on their schedule coming up. We talked about it there. They go to Maryville. Then Cleveland comes home. No rest for the weary. Oak Ridge is a non-region game. Who knows? Maybe Gaddis will still be coaching there if they were kidding. Morristown West and at Bradley Central.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Watch out, Ring.
So that's as tough a schedule as anybody's got anywhere around here. You open with 3 defending state champions. And in that schedule down the stretch, Morristown West lost 27-21 at Greenville.
Yeah, they played the Green Devils really close on a Tuesday nighter.
I mean, so just saying, there's that. And then also for Farragut, you talk about what Farragut's got. I mean, now they've got Bradley Central coming to town, and there's no rest for the weary for them as they've got Bradley Central. Then they've got Oak Ridge. I mean, everybody plays Oak Ridge apparently. Jefferson County is a game we'll have on Rivalry Thursday at Hardin Valley and at Maryville to finish it up.
Gaddis wouldn't miss one last go-around with Eddie Courtney, would he?
Telling you. Hey, by the way, on our sister station, which is Fox 43, we're on WKNX here, but for those people who did not see Fourth and Forever, which was the documentary, it was an 8-part series on the Alcoa football team back in, 2020, I guess it was, the year of COVID. You had to pay for it on a pay-per-view deal. You had to pay for the streaming.
Who's that quarterback again?
Shaftar McCrary. Okay, and that's the point of the series. By the way, it's going to air all 8 parts starting. It's going to be the lead-in to the big noon game on Fox. So starting on Saturday, September the 30th, you'll get to see all 8 parts of that series. It was really fascinating stuff. Zach Lunsford was a young quarterback. The Lunsfords were trying to figure it out. Shaftar McCrary's dad thought his kid was a superstar. Sam Bolton was off in California. And yet Gary Rankin and that staff still figured out how to win a state championship.
Stunned.
We know what happened. I mean, we saw it in person. I'm just saying, you'll get to see. If you haven't seen the series, you'll get to see it on Fox.
I think they should do a documentary on Gaddis' return to the sidelines tomorrow night.
I don't know that they will. Okay, so here's a tease.
Athletically, we are rich.
We have 18 state championships. We've won 5 consecutive titles. Football is what Alcoa does.
In the city of Alcoa, we're mostly blue-collar people.
Pressure to perform here and the pressure to win here is high.
The legacy has been love our community, we love our team.
Coach Rankin will do anything for his kids.
He is the 8th-ranked winningest coach in the nation.
We're so demanding of our kids. It is mentally and physically rigorous to play football in this program.
You got to find those things that motivate them individually.
I don't want to be out here struggling.
And you got to find those things that motivate them as a team.
Thank you for the squeeze of it. I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great. Recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late.
I want them to win so bad. That's how we develop confidence for the rest of their life.
Series debuts September 30th on Fox 43.
I'm looking forward to that. I saw it the first time. Looking forward to it again. The Harrison drive of the game, and boy, is there any surprise what it is? It's that one where Bearden took the lead.
Yep, you thought Farragut's defense was going to be able to come in and get a potential stop, get the ball back. And then this, 4th and 1. What a run. Jajon Thompson all the way to the house. And that gave the Bulldogs a big rivalry win.
Yeah, 137 yards for Thompson on the night, 3 touchdowns, and Bearden gets the win 21-14 is the final score. Time now for the Glass Doctor break of the game. That's not your TV. That's the graphic that we do. The break of the game. I would assume it is the interception at the end of the game, and yes, it is, as Austin called it, Plinko, and that's what it was.
Yep, batted off about 14 Bulldogs before it finally landed in the hands of number 24, Ethan Couvetier.
Okay, here we go. Our standings for the season on our picks.
Big move by this guy last week.
Which guy? Me?
You.
Oh, I was about to say.
Baby.
And Casey's wanting us to get done with this segment as quickly as possible.
We were both 4-1. So.
There we go. I was 5-0 a week ago. Casey had a great week. Casey and Austin 3-2. But 16-9, tied there in the lead. The only reason I'm not listed in first place is because, A comes before M, and you're supposed to do it that way. Eric is in third place, and Casey's got a little bit of ground to make up. But Casey, we believe in you.
Oh, thank you, guys. I do have a question real quick. Is there like an incentive for the winner of this? Like what happens at the end of the season?
Well, you get a free cycling class at that place over in Powell that you give the class.
The place that I teach at? Perfect. Yeah, you guys come to Joyride at 6 a.m. I'll be there.
See, I gave you a chance to plug your people, baby.
See?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we need to get Jimmy and Joe over here from Matlock to make this pick thing a little more interesting.
Can we get Chad in that cycling class? That's the real thing. Would be fantastic.
By the way,
I want all of you guys there.
Speaking of Chad, WATE KCK working on a feature story on CB45 tonight. So Sam Rothman's working on the feature story on CB45 tonight. So it's a big night for Chad. We'll let you know when that feature story
Chad
airs.
asked for it. She gave.
Hey, we're trying to fill the time until 10 o'clock. Okay. I don't know why we didn't play a replay of the show last night.
Here we
CB45
go.
Show.
That was a great show, by the way. We've got 8 minutes to go in the show. Here we go. Here's the picks. The first one that we're picking is Cherokee and Seymour. Austin, why don't you go ahead since you've got the lead?
Give me the Eagles in this football game. If it was at Big Red Valley, I would take Chief Mobuck coming off the hill, spiking the spear at the 50 off the back of the horse, but no. I'm taking the Eagle to fly in from Wares Valley and land at the 50. And you see, I'm trying to get us to 10.
No, you're not. Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a battle of the 0-5s. I mean, if you want to look at the schedules, I think the losses are a little bit worse on the other side. It's at home. Give me Seymour.
Casey.
Yeah, since I'm a Sevier County girl, Seymour is in Sevier County, and Austin's leading, so I'm going to go with who he picks. I'm going Seymour.
By the way, I hear whenever we go to Sevier County here in a few weeks, they're going to have like a parade for Casey.
She's going to lead the band at 9 to 5. That's happening. I'm getting with the band director. We're doing it.
Listen, behind Dolly, I'm the second most popular person in Sevierville.
I'm sure we get Brian Ashley to make that thing happen. Okay.
I'll go with Jim Ogle.
I will take
there's more popular people than me.
I will take Seymour as well at home. We all take Seymour. Pigeon Forge is at Austin East. Casey, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Pigeon Forge.
Okay, just because they're from Sevier County and that's where you're from and you got to take the home team?
I could say that. No, I actually think Pigeon Forge is going to pull this one off.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Austin East, I'm rooting for them, but they've seemed to struggle a little bit this season.
What we talked about over here about the picks before.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Eric, go ahead. Eric.
Pigeon Forge, ground attack. Austin East giving up about 40-plus a game so far, so we'll go Pigeon Forge.
Mark?
I was told by the head coach at Pigeon Forge off the record that if I picked his team to win, that he would never answer my call again because Meadows is always honest, and he said, we got 7 freshmen starting. We have 9 freshmen that are playing on a regular basis. He would love to go over there and win, but the program's just not in that spot, so I'm taking Austin East literally because of that. Scott's always been honest with me. If he says they're going to win, I'll take it. He just says we're just not there.
Mark, you know what you just did, right?
What?
That is the definition of a business decision. If
Thank
you picked
you.
this team, you wouldn't be able to answer his phone anymore. So
yeah, he's a good friend. I want to go play golf with him.
To quote my good friend Double R's, meep, meep. Give me the Roadrunners.
Okay, so he's got the Roadrunners. Here we go. Oak Ridge and Clinton. This is an interesting one. It's at Clinton. Whole lot of juice surrounding this one. I mean, Clinton's got Oak Ridge this week, then Anderson County next week on Rivalry Thursday. Joe Gaddis is filling in as the head coach. I'm going to take the Wildcats to get the win. I don't know that Clinton can. Well, I don't know. I can't say they can't shut them down because Oak Ridge didn't score last week. I'll take Oak Ridge.
Eric?
Bulldozer.
Yeah, Gaddis back on the sidelines. Love that storyline. It's a big-time rivalry game. Clinton can certainly, in my opinion, keep up. I know they didn't, last week when we had them, but I like the pieces they have offensively. But I like Oak Ridge. They have more, so give me the Wildcats.
Casey?
Yeah, same. I'm going with Oak Ridge. After seeing them play against Powell and then seeing Clinton's performance against Powell last week, I think Oak Ridge is
nice,
the win.
nice. I like how she did the comparative thing. Okay, now that you've told everybody else to go, you've got some joke about Gaddis that you've been holding off on, so go ahead.
Backs against the wall for the Clinton Dragons.
Oh, you're taking...
Give me Darrell Keith.
Picking against
Gaddis goes out.
Gaddis.
A loser.
Gaddis's last game, he loses to Clinton. That's what you're calling the last
then
game.
Then he comes out of retirement somewhere else.
Yeah.
He'll go to
when they got Cherokee coming to
Robertson Middle School. He'll go coach Robertson Middle School at Oak Ridge just so it doesn't happen against Clinton.
He's talked about Joe Gaddis all broadcast, Mark. He picks against him in the picks.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. Anderson County is at Carter. Casey, you go first here.
Yeah, I'm going with Anderson County. I feel like Carter had a good game when we saw them against the Roadrunners, but I feel like Anderson County is going to come out with the win.
Okay. Eric.
Yeah, I love how we're both going first these last
Okay, stop then. Stop. Okay,
I'll give you my pick. I'm ready. I'll give you my pick.
Okay, go ahead.
I think these last 2 games we're picking are going to be really good. I like Anderson County on the road. I just think better at the line of scrimmage, better run game, so I'll take AC.
Austin.
Man, this is tough. Give me Anderson County. I think it's close.
God, Gary Terry is insulted
for the same.
That you said this one's tough.
Well, we'll just see if Gary Terry can make it through the handshake line next week. Give me. Hey man, the inside jokes are great right now.
No filter.
Give me
filter.
Give my wife's so mad at me right now.
None.
Give me Anderson County to get the win.
Yeah, she works out there. Yeah,
hair's all out of place and everything. I'll take Anderson County. I think the cream rises to the top. Love Justin Presley, but I think that Isaiah Hall and that team. I think Anderson County better at the line of scrimmage. Give me Anderson County. Better program overall wins that one. Last game is what? Powell and here we go. Powell and Halls.
That's
go
right.
ahead, Austin. Since you made everybody else go first, you go first.
Oh man, this is tough. You know what? It's at Halls, right?
Yes, it's at Halls.
Give me Powell. I'll take the Panthers on the road. Matt Lowe backed against the wall. He needs a home playoff game. This is really, to me, in a lot of ways, for a home playoff game.
I'm going to say this again. We had Halls early in the year. Love the quarterback. Love the running game that they've got. All linemen back from last year. All 9 starters, offensive line and defensive line. I think this is the year of the Red Devil. And I think Halls gets the win
year
over
of the Red
Powell.
Devil. Is that a Chinese thing?
No, I don't know what you even just said. I'll take Halls to beat Powell. Casey.
The year of the dragon, year of the dog. I mean, year of the Red Devil.
I'm following that, yeah. So I feel like Halls is having a really great season, but I've been going with Powell. Even though I'm in last place with my picks, I'm still going to go with Powell. They're my hometown team.
Okay.
Right. I wanted to go against both of you guys, but you split them. It's that close. That's why I wanted to go opposite, but I really wanted to pick Halls at home. I think this is a big one. Give me Halls.
Oh, you said wanted. All right, there we go. 30 seconds to go. We made it. We made it.
We made it. My wife's mad at me. I may have to sleep on the couch tonight. She said I won't be back allowed in Anderson County. I picked Anderson County.
Here's where we are next week. We're the only ones left in the stadium. Anderson County at Clinton. It starts on WAT, Living East Tennessee, 3 o'clock. Pregame show right here on WKNX. The game at 7 o'clock, and a 30-minute postgame show to take us all the way to 10 o'clock. Final score tonight, Bearden gets the win 21-14. Thanks for making us a part of your night. We'll see you next week for the Battle of Anderson County at Clinton. So Didi just sent this about Brady. Oh, geez, we may still be on YouTube.